And we are live. Hey guys, it's Alex. I got Evan and Nabashin with me for now. Scott will be joining us. And our guest Jacob. Hey Jacob.
Hello.
So let's talk about life. Talk about things, feelings, emotions, expressions, some bonus content for you all. Uh, Nabashin, how's life treating you?
Pretty standard.
Okay.
Um, Nothing really upfront that I really want to talk about. Um, Myself-wise, I should say. There's nothing up really. Been trying online dating, and that's pretty much all I'll really say about that. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it seems like it's a thankless endeavor sometimes, but whatever. I put my shit out there, so whatever. Um, Other than that, though, been hanging out with the friends. Oh, the fucking convention shit happened.
Yeah,
I don't
you
know.
went to a convention last week.
Yeah, that's the whole reason why we recorded early. Yeah, we did that. Um, that was fun. I enjoyed myself. I bought like
NecoCon, correct?
yes, Necocon.
I'm not familiar with NecoCon. It's a,
It's just general standard anime convention. Um, uh, like it's like to go back in time just to talk about it for a while. It was back in Necocon 8. Where I first like heard about it and stuff like that, and then that's where like when I was huge in anime and stuff like that, and that's when I got like my friends involved. So like, hey, we should really go to this thing because like none of us had ever done a convention before, and then I was the first one to inspire people to come. And it was like, oh yeah, sure. And so they went with me, and we had such a great time. That first time was amazing. It was like one of the best times I ever had in my life. Um, Same thing with like the second time, and maybe even the third time. But it's just it's just still not like it's not that good anymore to go there anymore. Um, Mostly because of
mm,
how I am now, as like where I was like I guess what 10 years ago? Yeah, that'll be about 9 or 10 years ago. When I first went there, because it was 17. The first one I went to was 8. Yeah, this just doesn't have the spark that it used to have for me anymore. I just went to the vendor's room and I bought like one shirt, my Junior shirt, and that's pretty much all I wanted to buy there. So that's not really even a reason for me to go there anymore. Um, I will say though, like being around Katie because she finally got her cosplay all together for Hyrule Warriors Princess Zelda. She did it on Saturday. On Friday she was Laura Croft, and uh on Sunday her, Mark, and a bunch of other people. I wasn't there because I had to go to work. They dressed up as
hmm
Once Upon a Kind characters, so she was no way in that one. So, uh, but yeah, that kind of like it kind of got me inspired to do like a little bit more cosplay myself. It's like though I'm not into anime like I used to. Like I always just like the way they look and stuff like that. And I think that's a new like type of hobby I think I want to get into because that just seems like fun and just and now I actually have people to do it with. 'Cause, like when I first went to Nether, I dressed up as the actual Nut Machine. And that was fun. People recognized me. I took pictures, and that was a great feeling too. So, and I haven't really done it really since then. Like I've been Chicago one time, which was a terrible cosplay, and that was about yeah, that was really about it. Like I've been trying on Nabashine, but like that's like the only ever thing I ever been was really just Nabashine, and that was it. Um, so this is like a seemed like a new passion to get into because uh, because it seems like I go through waves in my life where I'm really getting to when it's something that's kind of dying for me. Um, Video games kind of been a constant right now, but now they're at the peak, or they were at the peak like a few years ago. Now they're kind of like going down for me right now. So I think cosplay might be the next thing I might just really put myself into and spend all my
Throw
money on.
yourself into that sweet cosplay.
Yeah, it just seems fun. And like I said, now I have actual people to do it with because I will be doing that. Anytime I've done it before, I literally only did it by myself. None of my friends wanted to do it because like for years we talk about, oh, we should all go out to Ginyu Force, and that would be awesome. And like nothing ever happens with that, and it's just like one of those things. But now, like, just Katie's such a good motivator for like getting Mark to like actually cosplay for other stuff, and like and so she like makes her stuff from she actually has crafting skills, like that's just like something that's like, oh yeah, we should all do this. So yeah, that's
hmm
probably a thing that'll be happening because around my birthday, we're going to Katsucon. They're paying for my entry market because it's my birthday and all, and I'm supposed to be like doing like 3 different costumes around then, and we'll see how that goes. But I'm trying it. Like I was trying to be Loki from Bayonetta 2, Barrack from Korra, and what's the last one? I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember either. I vote for Varric though. That's what I do remember.
Yeah, there was something else, but like recently, like it just popped in my head. Like, you know what I should be? I should be the Shadow Man from Princess and the Frog, and it's just like the king just like eyes just lit up, like that's a perfect thing for you, and it's just like I guess that's something I have to be now. Oh, Powerline.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting about Powerline. I don't know why, but yeah. So that's something that's happening. And other than that, it's just been me, Mark, and Katie, just catching them up on Korra. We caught up on How I Met Your Mother. We got that up. We finished that like months ago, like a month ago. I keep forgetting to mention that, but yeah, they finally saw the end of that. They enjoyed it. They liked it as much as I did. And yeah, that was a good ride. Special thing for all 3 of us, so that was a good thing to do.
Did you like the last season of How I Met Your Mother? I just
yeah, I thought it was fine. Yeah, I thought it was fine. It's definitely more about the journey than it is the ending. Like they kind of like when you see the ending, it's like it's when like when the big thing happens at the end. It'll kind of be like thrown at you. It's like, oh, whoa, how did that happen? It's like they don't really go into it that much, or they don't give you time to soak it in because like kind of like it seems like, oh, you just like this thing happened and they kind of forgot about it and just like, but like they cut that out because they felt like it was like I don't really want to say too much about it, but like
Right.
I really liked it though, and I recommend seeing it because like it's still really good, and just to see like the closure for those characters is like it's really fulfilling just to see at least that much, and yeah, I really recommend it if you're a High Mitch Meta fan. But that's pretty much about it. Saw Django Unchained. That movie's amazing. That's pretty much it.
I agree, Nabishin.
Django Unchained is amazing. I like that you were so excited after seeing it that you had to call me and talk to me about it. Because I've watched it pretty recently too.
I thought you saw it when it came out.
No, I saw it in December of last year. And I watched it with Ethan and Damien and my friend Chris, and yeah. The fucking movie. It's fantastic. And yeah, I implore you to watch Wolf of Wall Street. Once again, now publicly. If you like Leonardo DiCaprio in that, then oh god. You were in for a journey.
That's
Yeah.
not on Netflix yet, is it? 'Cause I still
No.
The Wolf on Wall Street, no, Django it is though. That's how we
Yeah.
saw it.
Yeah, Django just went up on Netflix for November. A great 3-hour romp if you've got the time. Because good
I
God,
love
does that
Django.
movie go on forever? You would love Django, Evan.
I do love it.
Anyway,
I've seen
Um,
it.
anything else, Navashin?
Who directed Wolf on Wall Street?
Martin Scorsese.
Okay.
Scorsese.
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 Or
Thank you.
says he?
Scorsese's. Hey, Scott's here.
That's pretty
Scott,
much
don't
it.
worry, we're in the pre-show.
We're in the pre-show still?
You're safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We started a little late. I had to finish eating, so.
Yeah, that was the same thing for me. I had to help make, and then I had to eat.
Consume. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
I
it
gotcha.
for me.
Cool. Speaking of Scott, how's life treating you, man?
Pretty good. Been a pretty slow week in terms of other activity that isn't school.
Keep talking.
That is my week, man.
Yeah, I can't even like run and grab a cord without like deathly silence.
No, I didn't know what
No,
happened.
it's,
There's a video. You can see me reaching over.
there's not too much I did today, unless I want to talk about TV. I don't want to talk about TV right now.
You watch any? You watch anything good? Did you watch? Are you watching The Flash yet?
Oh man,
The Flash is amazing.
Not yet.
that show's good.
The Flash is so good. Are you in agreement with this, Jacob, or are you?
Oh yeah, I'm liking the Flash a lot.
Yeah.
Caught up.
Every time like I watch, like an action scene happens, and it's just done so perfectly, and we just look at each other and be like, "This is how superhero shows should be." So like once a week.
Once a
I
week.
haven't seen the latest episode though yet.
I just watched it last night. It was alright.
Yeah, it was
Wasn't
pretty
my
good.
favorite.
All right. Episode 2 was fucking. The end of that episode was like, Jesus Christ.
Are you getting sick
And,
of seeing like last seconds of every episode be like, guess what? This old guy in a wheelchair. He's
Guess
an
what shenanigans
asshole."
this guy's up to?
Yeah.
I like it because like I'm just waiting for him because as soon as he starts standing up, like somebody's gonna get cut.
So do you have any? Who do you think that he is? Because I have a theory.
I don't think he's Reverse Flash.
I don't think he's that. I think he's Barry from the
Captain
future.
Boomerang.
Barry from the future? What? That's a great theory. I hope that's true.
Oh, that is oh my god.
If that ends up being it, I'm gonna flip shits.
Because how else was it? The episode, the third episode, where he is like watching
Oh, that's true.
Barry about to get how else would he have known that Barry was going to get hit by lightning at that point?
Yeah.
Unless he was there because he was Barry.
And then he looks up
Yeah,
Barry
he's got
in on the computer from the future.
Yeah, and he's got that newspaper thing from the future that he's looking at.
Yeah, and it said like in 2027 or whatever that the Flash went missing, so possibly.
Exactly. What if that's just him in the past?
Yeah.
Doing
Fuck,
his thing.
man.
Man, I just
Because like the
lost
time
my-
travel is like a part of like the
It is,
Flash
yeah.
mythos,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah, he can run through time.
yeah. So fuck, man. I hope that's right. 'Cause I bet it's not, but it
I bet
could
it's
be.
not. That seems like a
But
pretty
that
highbrow
means,
thing.
that
for
means
the
he
first
killed his mother.
No.
No. Reverse Flash would be
Flash is
somebody
something
else.
different. I know. Yeah. If you read the comics, you'd probably have a fairly good
No.
idea
Yeah.
based on names who they're. But I will not spoil that for you.
Yeah, I don't know, so
I
I'm
won't say
curious.
anything then.
all right, so nothing new, Scott. Did you watch The Flash though?
I didn't.
Scott.
I didn't watch anything live action kind of TV shows. All cartoons.
Okay. I didn't watch Korra this week, so you can give me shit. You guys can ruin it for me at the end of the episode. I watched last week's, but I didn't watch this week.
Last week's was disappointing. This week's was great.
Okay. Last week's was disappointing. Evan, what about you? How's life treating you?
It's
Walrus?
good. Been busy at work and school.
You've you got Call of Duty.
Yes, that
You
too.
didn't even tell us that.
It was a last minute decision. I got.
Did you get it the day it came out?
Yes,
Okay.
but it was a last minute decision because I got a gift card from my bank because I helped them fix something. They're like, "Oh, here's a GameStop gift card."
Wow, that's cool.
So I was like, "Hey, wait, you know what I can buy from this? Call of Duty."
Well, you picked a good one.
Assassin's
I'm
Creed
curious to see what
Rogue.
you think about it. Assassin's
I already
Creed
had that.
Rogue. There you go.
On Amazon. I wanted it mailed to me. I didn't want to go out and pick it up.
But you got a GameStop gift card.
Yeah.
Oh, so you just online ordered from GameStop? Why
No,
would anyone
I-
ever do that?
No, I ordered Assassin's Creed from Amazon, and then I went the same day for Call of Duty to pick it up with my gift card.
Evan?
Yeah.
Alex, you're the only one cutting out here.
Yeah.
All right, I'll check my cord in a hot minute. Okay. I mean,
yeah, so
I guess that makes sense.
yeah, but besides work and trying to play games in school, it's been really busy.
All right. But life is good. Did you do well in your midterms?
Midterms, what are those?
All right. Don't be cute with me.
None of my classes have midterms, surprisingly.
Only
Really?
one of mine doesn't.
I paid them off.
I own my classes.
No.
Scott, what about you? Did you do well in your midterms?
Every day he has somebody else going to his class for him.
I'm the valedictorian of Walrus University.
I don't need to go to
Own
school.
Walrus
I'm
University.
the first person who graduated from Walrus.
Summa cum walrus. Write that down in titles. That's great.
You do that. I can't spell.
Don't.
All right, I will.
Sumakum I'll do that.
Cool walrus. What about you, Scott? Did you do well on your midterms?
I think so. Haven't gotten all of them back yet.
Yeah, I got my history midterm back, and I got an A on that when I
Yeah, we heard.
really shouldn't have.
Maybe your teacher's just bad at grading.
I think my teacher just wants to take me to Pound Town. That's what it is. I can't
Is that a
believe
thing?
I said that on the internet.
Yeah. You're gonna have to go into more detail there.
I think she
a
likes
loving
me. I
Pound
don't think
Town.
she likes me that much.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was like a loving pound town or like a hateful pound town.
Well, like a loving Pound Town. It's always a loving Pound Town. Pound Town is nothing but love.
The citizens are all loving towards each other.
Yeah. All of my trips to Pound Town have been nothing but friendly.
I don't
Jacob,
believe you.
Did you do well in your midterms?
I did. I didn't have very many either, but my hardest class, that one, mass media law. Not an
I'm
easy
taking a mass
class.
media class too.
Man, oh my god. Alright, I'll have to tell you this about
Journalism brethren, though. That's what we are.
My class sucks. But yeah, I did alright on the ones I had.
Yeah, my mass media midterm was to pitch like a piece of media to like a publisher or like a corporation, just someone that would fund it, and like you could pitch like a musical album, a website, or a TV show or a movie or a video game. So we did a video game. So we had a bunch of nerdy kids, kind of, and me in the group.
And you.
You're not
I
a
don't know. I was like, what?
I'm
Much
so
nerdy
above
kids than
that.
me.
But we made an abomination of a video game. Like if it actually happened, good God, would it be terrible? But
What's it called? Assassin's Creed.
So,
You
like-
know what I mean?
Assassin's
No.
Creed.
Yeah, I beat you to a 7. Because I knew he was going to say that.
No, it was a Walking Dead MMO based around the TV universe. And I know somewhere Jacob is just like furrowing his brow in the most.
Nah. Somewhere you can see me doing it.
Yeah. And like with the budget we had laid out, it would have been an abomination of a video game. It would have had some cool mechanics that would not have had anywhere near enough time to actually fill those out. But either way, afterwards, like the class had the most questions for our project than any of the other presentations, and the teacher was just like, "Yeah, no, you guys did a lot of research. Seems good." And so I'm like, A+. Because he doesn't know what the fuck a video game is.
He heard The
What are you
Walking
talking
Dead
about?
And he was like, I like that show. So
He's
I'll
worked
ask
for
questions.
the AMC for The Walking Dead. He does like he has a makeup company, so he's done zombie makeup for The Walking Dead before, which is weird. But yeah, there you go. That was I destroyed that midterm definitely. And I got an A on the other one. So
Yeah.
how you doing, Jacob?
You know,
How's
pretty
Nebraska?
much like everyone else. Oh god, it's fucking cold. It
Yeah,
was
it's
3
it's cold.
degrees today when I went to class.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It's not warm.
Yeah, that is the opposite of warm. Have you slipped into the negatives at all yet?
Yeah. And it snowed already. It snowed on Monday and Tuesday. So we have snow on the ground, which sucks.
Yeah, it's like what is it, 60 degrees outside right now?
Go fuck off. I almost
Not 60. I mean
Yeah.
30 degrees. It's 36
Still way
degrees.
better. I almost ran over a Jimmy John's biker when he went on the ice. He fell. Like,
He
crossing
fell,
the street.
in quotes?
He was biking. You know, the little Jimmy John's bikers. Do they have those in?
No, with our Jimmy John's people drive cars.
Okay. So ours, since it's like in a college town, and the one downtown, they just bike everywhere.
Yeah.
They send out bikers, and he was going across the street, and he slipped off of his bike harder than I've seen anyone fall ever. He just fell right in the middle of the street, and I was driving, and I tried to stop, and I was probably like 2 or 3 feet from his bike when my car stopped moving.
I'm sure he's fine.
And then I got out of the car and I was like, "Hey man, you all right?" And he was like, "Yeah," but he's like this sad thing where you try and get up but you can't. He like tried like 4 times to stand up and he just kept falling back down. So I had to like drag him on his butt to the side of the street and help him up.
Get up.
That was exactly that. And then I was like, "Hey, do you want to ride to this Jimmy John's? I know where it is." And he's like, "No, I can't." And he just limped off, pushing his bike down the street, and I just blew past him in my car, and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah, no, I got you. So he's like, but the sandwiches are ruined. And it's just like a single tear falls down his face.
I wish he would have had just a full order of food when he fell, and it just would have gone everywhere.
Just like lettuce all over your windshield. Yeah, no, that's a sad time. Anytime a Jimmy John's doesn't get inside your belly fast enough, it's a sad time.
It's a rough day, yeah.
Fuck, do I love Jimmy John's though? I almost got that yesterday, but
I got
sadly
Chipotle instead.
I did get
Chipotle
Chipotle
every
instead.
day
They're
forever.
directly next to each other. It is impossible to decide ever.
You decided yesterday and today to get Chipotle.
No, I got Chipotle yesterday, and I got a bowl, so my leftovers are in my fridge, and they keep
Okay.
in the bowl. So that's what.
Sad story, Alex. My mom went to Chipotle with my brother. She didn't ask me if I wanted any.
What? Yeah, it's time for emancipation.
But then she got you something.
No, she didn't give me anything from Chipotle. Anything.
But then she bought you a whole Chipotle franchise to make it up to you. Your dad walked out in a suit, and he was just like, "I own this." Anyway, listen to roommates. Roommates.podbean.com. Edwin Moneybags, the greatest fictional character ever made. New one of those will be out soon.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. I meant to get one out this Tuesday, but I didn't have time.
I just realized, like, have I not just been listening to it, or has it just been a while since it came out?
We're recording one next week with Ethan's little brother, which I'm excited for because that's going to be fucking absurd. And then we recorded one a while ago with my little Pokemon game. And that's going to come out this week,
Your
I guess.
Pokemon game?
You'll see. Listen, it's good. Jacob got to listen to a recording of Roommates live once. That
I
had
did watch it live. I laid on your bed and watched you.
You make it sound so much worse than it was.
I thought that would make it sound better.
Actually, you laid on my bed with two other men and watched me.
I did. And honestly, I won't lie, I was so tired from the debauchery of the night before, I fell asleep, and I just slept with two men, basically, in your bed for like 45 minutes.
Debauchery.
You should have seen it. It was totes hot. Yeah, the debauchery was... The Green Fairy took us on a journey, that's for sure.
Yeah, it did. God, what a mistake that was.
Dude, just ask Jared if that was a mistake, and he will tell you what it was. Alright, anything else, Jacob? How's life treating you, man?
I went to the zoo last weekend. That was fun.
You see
I
some
had to go for
tigers?
No, I had to go for a class. For an anthropology class, I had to go watch a single monkey and record everything he did for 4 hours.
Wow. That sounds
Guess-
terrible.
Guess what he did?
Nothing?
Nothing.
He shat in his hand and
4
threw it
hours.
around.
A different one shat in his hand. Didn't throw it. He just kept it for a while and then just placed it on the ground.
What was the
Like,
monkey's name, or did you name him?
They didn't have, like, I mean, they probably had names, but they weren't available to the public.
Well,
So
what
I
it,
just picked whatever one. I don't know. I didn't name it.
well, you should have named it. Like, it makes it more interesting. Like, you could have named him Charles, like from the Wild Thornberries.
It's not the
Abu,
na-
Abu.
Mojo Jojo.
Mojo. See, there are
Mojo
plenty of monkey
Jojo.
names
Boy,
in
I
fiction.
ruined last one. Yeah.
Yes, Darwin is what they call the monkey in the Wild Thornberries, but it is Charles Darwin.
God, I hate that show.
What? You hate that show?
How can, I mean, I don't like it either. I'm right there with you.
I mean-
like the wild thornberries.
It was. I liked animals.
Thornberry.
The Thornberry. And I like Nigel Thornberry. He's great.
Well, Tim Curry is great. It's the show that's bad.
Did they?
Yeah, everything else about that show is awful.
Was that
Whatever.
their savage son?
Yeah,
Was
well,
that their kid, or was
no,
that
they
did
just
steal
found him and they adopted him.
Okay, I guess that's acceptable. I
Who is this? Who is this dude character? I don't know this guy.
The I forgot what his name is. The kid that would run around with him. There was fucking rabies all the time.
Yeah, he wore like a little Tarzan.
Yeah,
Costume.
like
Oh,
little,
okay, now I
leopard
remember
print
that.
shorts on all the
Yeah.
time.
Monkey Man.
Yeah, Monkey Man. No, that's a different, better show.
Yes.
It is a better show. I'm not saying like the Thornberries was like the best Nicktoon, but I liked it.
It wasn't. No one's saying that. No one thinks the Thornberries is
as someone who liked the show, I'm not saying that. All right. So Zeus hitting,
Zeus,
almost killing Jimmy John's bikers.
Yeah, and then work and school. That's about it.
Where do you work, Jacob? What do you do?
I have an internship with the Omaha World Herald.
I'm sure they get a lot of breaking news at the Omaha World Herald.
They do. Actually,
It's called
they
Podcast
do.
64.
There you go.
They do
Jokes.
actually. For your information,
Okay.
it's the biggest newspaper in Nebraska.
That's like saying Irrational Passions is the biggest video game podcast in Maryland. To my knowledge, it's the only one.
Right.
It's probably not true. I bet we have one competitor that does like 15 times our numbers every week.
But half the quality, right?
Half the quality, though. I got this condenser mic,
I got
Well, as for me, I had a pretty good week. I saw Interstellar before last week's show.
I saw Interstellar too.
It's
Do you
fucking.
like it?
This is a great movie.
Is there anything that you didn't like about it?
I had like some
For
problems.
Nolanisms.
Yeah, the Nolanisms. I had some problems with it, but I liked the overall message of the movie so much that like I don't even care about the problems with it. It made me feel.
Didn't you say the
things.
same thing about Spider-Man too? I'm
Yeah,
joking.
well, that
I'm
I didn't
joking.
say that, and fuck Spider-Man 2, Amazing Spider-Man 2.
I
Spider-Man 2 is
still,
pretty good.
I still need to know that story because I don't know what changed with you to make that happen. It was like that movie was great. Like no, I guess that movie wasn't great after all.
I like it is. It's like if you are sitting in the movie theater just watching The Amazing Spider-Man 2 and it is throwing itself at you as movies tend to do, and you're like, okay, yeah, and then well you're being stupid, and then there's a guy made of electricity. I thought the effects were alright, not the best, obviously, and then the fucking Green Goblin shows up, or Hobgoblin, or whatever.
It's the Green Goblin.
It's the
guys,
Green Goblin.
come on.
His skin was green. It counts. And then, like, that is resolved immediately. Like, he shows up, and then he's done. And then something happens, and then you're like, well, I guess I'm sad now.
Get the Rhino.
And then the Rhino shows up, and then the movie ends. He doesn't even, like, that is not even a plot. Like, he's, like, swinging... That shot of the trailer...
What specifically happened, though? Because that's what I'm saying. Like, you loved that movie when it came out.
I didn't love it. I really liked it because it is a very well done visual movie. And then I read an article about the movie, which is always you're always playing with fire.
You let someone else's opinion change.
But like it wasn't even like the other person's opinion. They definitely had the opinion in it, but they were just kind of like laying out these things. And as I'm reading what that movie was like, what it is basically saying is okay to the viewer, I was just like, I don't like this movie. Like, when I think about it, I don't like this movie at all.
Okay, I could kind of get it. Because, like, I knew I didn't like Man of Steel when I saw it, but then, like, after seeing, like, other people's thoughts on it, I was like, oh, man, I really don't like this fucking movie.
Yeah.
It was, like, one of those type of things. Like, something that's, like, you don't really think about it the first time you see it, and then, like, when people who overthink things and, like, put more thought into it, it's like, wow, you're right. Like, why did I even, like, I don't know.
And like, the thing with me is, like, I tell my friends all the time, I have, like, the mind of a critic. So I'm always looking at things critically, and when I turn it off, are just, like, brief moments when I can just enjoy whatever it is.
Anything. Yeah.
But most of the times, like, give me 10 minutes after that, and I'll just start breaking it down in my head, and I'll just destroy it for myself if I genuinely don't like it.
Yeah.
The thing with... And so, like, I can't turn that off. So I can't escape from the fact that I cannot stand The Amazing Spider-Man 2. And it's just... That is a fact of reality for me.
But most of that is plot-based, from what I understand.
It's not plot-based. The plot has tons of problems. It is character-based and how they characterize Peter Parker.
What don't you like about that? Because I think that he's fairly well.
I really don't want to get into
It's
it.
it's a few nitpicky things that do make sense.
No, like, this isn't even nitpicky thing. Like, I will forward you guys to the article that I read.
This is
But-
bonus content, dude. No one's watching this, so just fucking get into it.
I just don't want to talk about it. It is super fucking frustrating. And the article I read put it way better into words than I could right now. But it's basically like his complete disregard for anyone else but himself, and how unendingly selfish of a human being he is, and that's the reason so many people die. That's the reason somebody died at the beginning or at the end of the first movie, and that's the reason somebody dies at the end of the second movie. And he learned nothing, and he acted like a selfish prick the whole time, and he got exactly what he deserved, and he was totally a bad person throughout that whole second movie. But
And you enjoyed Man of Steel?
I would, like, Man of Steel
ruined
has
Metropolis.
bittered for me over time. I still like that movie.
Ugh, I think that movie is hot trash.
But I enjoyed that movie. Let's not say I liked it. I enjoyed my
Okay.
time with it.
Okay.
Because I like Superman, and
Ugh.
that, whatever, like, that being the fucking cornerstone that the rest of the DC Universe movies are going to be based on is going to destroy all of those movies. And
Hey,
all of them are probably going to be terrible. I can face that reality right now.
let's make a character. Let's make a movie on our character that is the most well-known, inspires hope and optimism everywhere. What's the best way we can visually show that off in a movie?
By
make everything
killing millions of
grayscale
people.
and make the entire movie look like it's all gray.
Like, make everything
depressing.
really gray, take all the color out of it, and then kill millions
And
of
then
people and not talk
destroy
about
his
it.
hometown. basically.
Yeah.
Or not his hometown. Well, but I guess.
Well, they do destroy his hometown, too.
Yeah.
And then, like, let's level all of Metropolis, because that makes sense. I'm sure it'll be rebuilt in 5 minutes anyway. And that,
It's gotta be,
and like, no, I don't want to kill this guy.
but I'll do it.
I get it, but I'll do it.
I don't like that movie. That movie's blah.
Anyway, Interstellar is great for its flaws, regardless of them, I think. Because its flaws aren't anything as, like, absurd as Amazing Spider-Man 2 or Man of Steel, to use those comparisons. And Neil deGrasse Tyson gave it his, like, scientific approval, relatively, on Twitter, so I don't really hold anything against it on a science level. It's playing with a lot of theories that are, like, kind of almost impossible to prove, and then it breaks into, like, theoretical physics, and gets a little crazy. Gus is trying to get out of my room, but, like, again, that's like theory science. It's like nothing that can be proven one way or the other. So I'm indifferent. I'm not going to be sitting here saying like, the science in Interstellar is garbage. Anyway, my week. Interstellar is a great movie. It made me feel things. I liked that a lot.
Things were felt.
Things were felt. Did you like it, Jacob?
Yeah, I liked it. Like I said, I don't. It's hard to talk about. I don't want to spoil it, but there were some things that like pulled me out of the movie a little bit. Like
The sassy robot.
Yeah, the sassy robots.
Tars is the best character in the entire movie.
He's fucking
For
so
sure.
good.
He's the best character in the movie. Like I don't want to spoil anything. I want to talk to you about
What
it.
what part of it?
Um,
Like the ending stuff?
I won't
or
say
like the very end?
the power. The cameo that pulled me out of it.
Okay.
The guy,
Oh,
like,
okay.
That I was like, okay, so that happened. Now let's try and figure out what the point is for this. Or
Well, I mean
why.
that didn't pull me out of it. Like I knew he was in the movie, so that
Oh,
gave me
I didn't.
an advantage.
I had no
Because like
idea. So when I was like in the movie and I was like, this isn't Matthew McConaughey. This is whatever the fuck his name is. And then I was like, this is happening. And then I was like, oh, there's this guy. And then I was like, wait a minute, I gotta get back into the movie now. This is throwing me off.
yeah, give me 1 second. Fucking cat.
But yeah, I don't know. Have you seen it, Abishin?
No, I've never really had any interest in that movie whatsoever. I just like listen to like some people's opinion of it. And for the most part, most people liked it. It's just like just the Christopher Nolanisms and stuff like that.
See,
That's,
I like the Christopher
that's all.
Nolanisms. He's like my favorite director. One of my favorite. I won't say like outright my favorite. That's probably still what's his face? Okay, I blanked. Never mind. The guy who directed Silver Linings
For the
Playbook.
director.
Russell.
Yeah,
David Russell.
David O. Russell. But I like how Nolan's movies are like breaking down human characteristics and making them into like these visual representations of them, and I think that's really cool. Like the whole scene where everything's like looping. I thought that was really cool, and like what it meant, I thought was really good.
That water planet fuck that.
Yeah.
That place is a world of nope for me. 'Cause
Yeah, right.
That much water, it, like, makes me incredibly anxious.
Yeah, even if it is just like fucking knee-high water and just like the waves. Oh god.
God, when I was like, they're like, those aren't mountains. Absolutely not. And then seeing those robots were they looked so dumb. I hated them right away. But then when I saw like the way they work and they can just like make limbs for themselves, like and just like jog around super fast if they want
they
to.
instantly became like actually cool.
Yeah.
I agree. That was my thought process. But yeah. Anyway, Interstellar's good. I did that project for my mass media class on Monday, and I killed it. It was good. Good feeling. We were all like high-fiving each other afterwards. It was ridiculous. There were too many cooks. Too many cooks.
Yeah.
Too many cooks. What?
You didn't enjoy that? Because that was mainly for him.
He hasn't watched it yet.
Oh my god!
I keep telling him to. I'm like, you need to take 12 minutes of your life, and you cannot break eye contact with the television. You need to watch the most you have ever paid attention to anything in your life.
I mean, if anything, that was like the most Ethan thing I ever found. I was like, this told you something for Ethan. I put it on there and
really, because I love that. That was like super up my alley as fucking TGI Friday kid. So, because I love sitcoms. So it was great. That was incredible. Too many cooks. Thank you, Adult Swim, for gifting. And no, everyone just can't stop talking about it or hearing that goddamn song in their head. God knows it has been looping there for like 8 days for me. Yeah, it's fantastic. And yeah, I didn't play. I played a lot of one video game this week, and I listened to 8 episodes of the Bombcast.
Shit. That's a lot of hours.
Yeah, no, it was like 25 hours of Bombcast this week. Because I finally cleared stuff up, and I'm like, I'm on a quest to catch up on the Bombcast. And I was at the beginning of July or end of June, which is the first episode Reichert and Jason A. Stryker were on. So I started there, and now I am at the beginning of September. So 2 months later, 8 or 9 episodes of the Bombcast later, I have lost a lot of time, let's say. But I've been like listening to it in the car and while I'm walking to class and everything, so I've been just engrossing my life in that this entire time, which is great. I've been sending my thoughts to Nabishin as he requested, and I think I'm glad. I think you've been enjoying those.
I have.
Good. Definitely a lot of things cross my mind when I listen to that. Fucking mayonnaise, man. Whatever. This talk of Terminator upset me so much. If you out there think that Terminator 3 is better than Terminator 1, I don't like you. Probably. I like Dan Reichert, but that's a close call. But yeah, that's it. Enough about movies and cinemas and whatnot. Let's start this real podcast. How's that sound? Does everybody have Audacity open?
Yeah.
It is open. Let me check to see if it's right.
Yeah, do a sound check.
It is right. Okay, let's do the sound check. Okay, did the sound check.
Jacob, do you want to get like a little bit closer to your microphone?
Yeah, I can move it. I know what I'm gonna do.
Did you get a new chair, Scott?
Sound check's good.
Good. Yeah, did you get a new chair, Scott? You're squeaking less.
Yes. A while ago.
No, I was thinking about it. I don't hear the squeaking. It just popped in my head.
Yeah, a while ago they had me swap to a chair because they're like, that one's old and broken. Not allowed to use it anymore. And I'm like, okay. So I now have a much less squeaky plastic chair.
Yeah. Are we
I
gonna
like
be
the ones at school, right?
More comfortable than those.
Okay.
Are we gonna be good to record the week of Thanksgiving? I figured I'd ask now.
I don't know.
Probably.
I'll be fine.
We're
I'll
going
be
to
in
have to.
Florida.
We're going to have to figure it out as we go along. But like
Yeah.
the answer is not a definite no.
Okay, so we're having John Anderson is on next week. That motherfucker, as Nobshin so kindly said. He's looking forward to it.
Hey, John Anderson.
He's very cute, Evan.
Jon.
Jon. There you go. And then the week after that, I figured we won't do a guest because it's Thanksgiving. And then the week after that, Justin said he wanted to come on so he can talk about Kingdom Hearts with us, which is fine.
What's to talk about?
I know, just splooge with us, more likely.
Yeah, it's just gonna be a giant circle.
Now I don't even know if I'm gonna get that $100 one because of.
Dude, I'm not. Fuck that. No, I already have the first one. I want it, but that doesn't change anything. Fucking bullshit. I'm glad I already bought Dragon Age, though. It is nice to have that just, like, off my shoulders. I think I'm gonna do this pre-purchasing, preloading digital thing more often.
Yeah, it's really good, especially when you're like, oh, I want to play this game, and you try to start downloading it, it says it's ready to play, and then you play like 1 hour, and it's not even an hour, like 20 minutes, and then it's like, oh, we're still got to finish downloading.
Yeah, I can
You have to wait,
preload it
like,
on
3 hours.
Sunday. So, and Geometry Wars you can preload now. Geometry Wars 3. It's pretty cool.
What the shit?
Yeah, I never played Geometry Wars 1 or 2, so I might get 3 and dive right in.
Better? Is my mic better? Oh, leave it.
Yeah, you sound wonderful. Alright, so I'm going to count down from 5 to 1, and on 1, we hit record. Alright, Jacob?
You got it.
Alright, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All good?
I think so.
If you have to run to the bathroom, get another drink, do something, do it now.
Alrighty then.
I think I'm going to check my Ethernet cord, make sure it's still working.
It is done.
Nabishin, do you want me to link you to that Amazing Spider-Man 2 thing? Oh, he's not here, is he?
Do you have it bookmarked?
No,
You
but
can
it's
always
it's
defend
easy to
your-
find.
Oh.
It's a Drunk Hulk thing. I don't know if you're familiar with Drunk Hulk movie reviews.
I do know the Drunk Hulk.
He does movie reviews, and they're in all caps.
Oh, good.
It's difficult to read, but it's very insightful. That guy's very smart, and he's a very good writer.
Dog.
What dog?
Ooh.
Oh, it might be Evan's dog. Evan, is that your dog?
No, that's Scott's dog.
Oh, okay.
My dog's sleeping.
My cat is being a bitch. Gus. Was Gus here when you were here, Jacob?
No, I didn't. I was gonna say I never saw a cat. I was there for 3 days.
He's only here when my brother's working. It's my brother's cat. He works in California sometimes, so he's only here then.
It's all here.
The game's all here. Nabishin, do you want me to link you to that Amazing Spider-Man 2 thing?
Okay, just put it in the chat.
I mean, no, I'm fine. Like, I mean, I still want to see the movie just because of what you say about Andrew Garfield and all. You know.
Andrew Garfield is a very good Peter Parker.
See,
And the song.
thank God.
That is nothing I'm disagreeing with. Greg,
Yeah,
Alright, go ahead.
Oh, like the only reason I haven't seen those movies, like they just seem so unnecessary. That's pretty much why I didn't see the
Oh, they
first one.
totally are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's Spider-Man, so it's always necessary as well.
But Spider-Man's awesome. I love Spider-Man.
But with great power comes with great responsibility.
Yeah.
It's also true. We all know this because of Spider-Man.
Yeah, but like...
Do we? Because we don't know that in the Amazing Spider-Man 1 because they never fucking said it.
What?
They
he
said it
never
once.
says it? No, yeah,
Did
he
they?
says it
Oh.
at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
I was joking.
Okay.
I don't know.
Um,
I didn't see that movie, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's like a weird flashback audio thing. I think it's a voicemail. That because his uncle called him before he died, and he had the voicemail on his phone. He hadn't listened to it yet, so at the end of the movie, he listens to it.
Did they try to find Uncle Ben in the second one? I mean, the killer Uncle Ben in the second one, or
No.
they just completely forget
I don't
about
think
that?
they pursued that. He has stuff on it, but it's more about Ben Parker, his father.
Oh,
not-
so
No, Ben
I
Parker's
guess fuck that. Okay.
his father, whatever his name is. I don't think this is it. It's different.
Start the show.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Don't worry about it.
Fucking Spider-Man.
Any other news, Nabishin, before we dive deep dive?
No, should be fine.
Okay. Silver PRS said to play his voicemail from last week this week.
I hope he sharpens another knife like he did last week. Last time I was on.
No, I don't think he hasn't done that since. Thankfully. I'm gonna actually grab that cord. No, I'm gonna get it during one of the breaks. So I'm gonna have to run to grab. I'm gonna let Chris in, and he's gonna be just in the building, and then we're gonna hang out after this. So that'll take like 30 seconds. I'm gonna put it in the chat, so I don't interrupt the show. But I'm letting you guys know.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna get the Twitters ready. If you want to tweet it out, Jacob, I'll put the link in the chat.
Sweet.
Episode 2 or 3 has just begun. All right. It is Friday, November 14th, 2014, and you're listening to Irrational Passions Podcast. I am Alex O'Neill, and with me this week I have Scatguth here.
Hey,
Skit, as he is also known. I should just start calling you Skit from now on.
you like that way too much.
It's great! Evan the Walrus Wall is here. Evan?
Fucking damn it, we never checked to see if Evan was back.
He said Alright, well, this has got to stay in. Brian Nabishin Jackson is here.
Vini Vici.
And good friend and sometimes writer on the site, Jacob Bryan is here.
Hello again.
Hello.
Hello again.
How are you doing, Jacob?
I'm excellent.
Hello?
There's Evan.
Hello?
Evan, welcome. We started the show. I forgot to wait for you.
Really, that's you.
That's fine.
Okay. Hey, that's you. Exactly.
Hello? Hello?
Jacob, this is the first time you're like going to be on like a normal show.
Right.
You were.
Last time it was a freak show full of alcohol and terror.
Oh yeah, I was feeling the liquid fire last week. Last week. Well, since then, Jacob, we've done 200 of these episodes. In the interim, since July, we've done 200.
200 is since July. That's
Yeah.
impressive.
Yeah, and now we're real. So no more shenanigans, no more bullshit. You got to bring
All
your A game.
business. I'm all business now.
So we're a podcast where we talk about video games because that's what we do here. But to kick things off, a little reminder: IrrationalPassions.com. That's where we are stationed at. And I know there hasn't been cover art for the show for a while. I know Nabishin hates me for it, but I'm working on it. Well, it'll happen soon. This past week on the site, if you want to check it, the monthly passions for October finally went up. That happened. Got that shit done. It was only a few days late. Like a week late. Whatever. We had a guest.
Like 2 weeks.
Well, it was on the 12th. So, we had a guest passions from a good friend of the show, Justin Graffius. He wrote about The Evil Within. That came out in October. Happy Halloween. And I wrote a review for D4. Dark Dreams Don't Die.
Did you tweet it to Sweary?
I did. I did that at like 4 o'clock.
Oh, should check them.
I have. I don't. I got Twitter open constantly because it's the only thing
Okay.
I do. But yeah, I liked D4. It's good. I'm just I'm concerned on if it'll be coming out on a regular basis at all.
Well, that's not really his fault.
Yeah, but like when you're going to buy it, it's something you should be thinking about. I talk about that in the review. It's good. It's, it has some UI problems, which I've talked about on here before. It's slick, but it has issues. But yeah, I like it. It's worth checking out
up.
if you have an Xbox One.
We have a problem.
Yeah, what's up, Scott?
My audio just decided to stop, and I don't know how long ago it decided. Oh, okay. I have a total of 15 seconds.
Do you want to just restart the show then? You only did say that one thing.
I really only did say that one thing.
If you want to say hey, I can edit that back in for when I introduce you.
Okay.
If you want. Okay.
Are you recording now?
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll bring it back in. Tell me when you're ready to start a new file.
I'm ready.
All right. On 1, 3.
Oh, hold on. I think I know what the problem is.
Okay.
Because I just started recording without clicking. And I'm like, what the fuck? Hold on.
Don't worry, Jacob. This won't affect any
I
of
was
you.
gonna say if this was happening to me, I'd just been like, all right, I'm out. I gave it my best shot.
There's a spider crawling on my wall. I have to kill it. God damn spiders.
What are you gonna use? Uh-oh. What's he gonna use?
His butt.
That would
I trapped a
rip hole
spider
in the wall.
and an Easter egg.
You chopped the spider?
Trapped.
Oh,
Spider 'cause
trapped.
it crawled on my face, over my face, onto the wall. And I was like, yeah, you're not dying right away. I'm not going to let you die
I
right
just
away.
saved the human race.
What'd you kill it with?
Paper towels. Or,
Nah,
well, toilet paper.
that's a domestic. I thought you were gonna get something crazy.
I've killed a spider with a axe can of flamethrower before, so I've been there.
So you went. That's both ends of the spectrum. That's a massive overkill and just too.
It was a big fucking spider. It was a wolf spider. I don't fuck with that shit. And it was like the biggest one I've ever seen. All right, you ready, Scott?
1 second.
Okay. Was that you, Evan?
Yes.
Are you still drinking, Mike's?
It's gone now.
Okay. What are you drinking, Jacob?
I am on my second Rolling Rock. It's almost.
I'm feeling this beer. I haven't actually had anything to drink in 4 weeks. God. I know, you're like, God, I don't know how you live without alcohol.
Alex, that's like
Keeps
so
me going.
responsible or something.
I still have 3 of these left, and 2 other beers. I was surprised, so I could get a little
All
turned
right,
up.
I'm good.
Turned down for what tonight?
Where
All right,
that pear beer.
that pear beer. It was a cider. It was very good. All right, Scott. On 1, 3, 2, 1.
One.
And done.
All right. Let me know if you have any other issues.
Will do.
So just you say the hey how you want it to sound in the show.
Hey. That's what I do every time.
All right.
I
That works.
I don't know why it's so funny when it's done alone.
So besides that, nothing else is up on the site. My Smash Brothers review will be up by the time you hear this in audio form. So check that out. I liked that as well. If you haven't listened to this before, if you've never listened to this show,
Alex plays Zelda. Alex plays Zelda.
and Alex Plays Zelda is up. Thank you, Darshan. There's tons of Alex Plays Zelda for your viewing needs. I'm almost done Wind Waker. I think I'll be able to finish that in this upcoming week. So, that's worth noting. Then I'm gonna start A Link to the Past because A Link to the Past is fucking awesome, and I could probably blow through that in 3 episodes. Not really.
Is that your last one?
No, Skyward Sword.
Skyward
is the last one.
Sword.
Yeah, that one's gonna be a
No
trouble.
stopper.
Yeah, that is the showstopper.
Isn't that game long as fuck? I've never played.
The game is 30
30
hours long. So.
Ugh.
Although I already did Twilight Princess, and that took me about 25 hours. So, and Wind Waker is it's like a solid 15 to 19 hours. So, yeah, I'm concerned. Come the end of December, how this is gonna. We'll see. I'll probably have to finish Skyward Sword in January, but I should be able to get that done by the end of January, and that'll be that. That'll be Alex Plays Zelda, and then my first playthrough of the new Zelda game I'll do and I'll record that. That could be fun.
Exciting.
Yep. Let's talk about video games. We all played video games. This is a video game podcast about video games for video games. Jacob, how about you kick things off since you are our lovely guest?
Okay. Well, I've what have I played? Obviously, I've played Assassin's Creed Unity. Just got
Do you
that
want to
on
dive
Tuesday.
like right into that?
No, I don't want. It's too early for that yet.
Okay. Gotta
But
warm
I
up to it.
also I've been playing The Evil Within.
Oh,
little bit.
okay. I didn't know you got that.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of The Evil Within?
The story sucks a lot. It's
Does
so
it?
bad. It's
I
not
played
good.
3.5 hours of it, and I was indifferent.
Yeah, it doesn't get any better than Indifferent.
Okay.
Indifferent is its peak, I would say. And the main character he's just nothing.
He is meaningless.
He
No.
doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't have any emotion about the horrifying things that are going on around him or to him. He just walks it all off.
Yeah, he really doesn't feel much, does he?
No, and yeah, I mean the gameplay's fun. It's like Resident Evil 4 type of gameplay. You know, the over the shoulder, got guns, shoot stuff. It's fun. There's not enough ammo in that game though.
Yeah.
Ever. There's never enough ammo, and I just have to run around, and the punches don't do anything, and so I don't know.
It is weird when you like hit a dude and he like goes flying back, and then you do that 6 more times, and he's like, "I still got stuff left in me,"
Right.
and you're like, "Why am I even doing this?"
Right. And then the burning, you have to burn their bodies, or you don't have to. I don't understand. I've never figured out how that works.
I had this thoroughly explained to me, so I can help you out on this. So if the body is like definitely dead, like if you got a stealth kill on him and you blew up the top half of his face with your knife, which I did a lot when I played. I was stealthing around like The Last of Us all up in that bitch. If you do that,
badly.
except badly. If you do that and like you know they're dead, like part of their face explodes off when you shoot them in the face or whatever, then you don't have to burn them because they're definitely dead. But if you come across a body that is down, you can burn it to kill it. Or if you knock a guy down, you can hit him with a match and kill him.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like 6. I think I'm about to start the 7th chapter of that game, and it's up in the air whether I'll ever go back to it. It didn't really have any. I was excited for that game before it came out, so I was kind of disappointed in it. But other than that, I've also been playing Shadow of Mordor, which is some hot business.
Yeah, I played some Shadow of Mordor.
That game is fun. It is fun to kill orcs.
Yeah, fucking just to fuck their orc faces up. Have you finished it yet?
No. I just cut. I'm like 2 missions into the second area you unlock.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that area is called, but it's all right. I mean, they found a way to shoehorn in Gollum, which is always exciting, I guess.
Yes,
But-
very much so. I knew Celebrimbor, Caligostman.
Celebrimbor's right. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I liked because like I know a very minimal amount about Lord of the Rings lore, but I knew who that was obviously because he forged the Rings of Power. If you didn't know,
Right. I knew that, sir.
I didn't care.
yes, and Navashin didn't care. So, but when I found that out, and like there was a moment when you were going through the flashback stuff. This is all pretty early on, so don't freak out. If you do the Golem missions, you see all this stuff. When you're going through the flashback stuff, I figured out that like the elf guy that showed up was Sauron when he was disguised as like this beautiful elf guy to trick Celebrimbor into making the Rings of Power. Blah blah blah. I figured that out, and I was super excited that I knew something about the Lord of the Rings. So
That's some fucking dense
Yeah.
mythology.
yeah, for sure.
But yeah, that game is that Arkham Asylum type combat never gets boring for me ever.
Yeah, it's great.
So I want to be surrounded by like 15 people when I fight, especially that makes it 10 times as fun.
Yeah, unless it's in Arkham Origins.
Well, yeah, but that game is mostly a pile of garbage.
with like very good parts sprinkled throughout.
Right. But yeah,
Um,
we don't talk about that game.
It's true, we don't. I like it. Like I talked a little bit last week about how I like when you're using a sword, you can like hit 3 dudes back with one sweeping attack because this isn't Arkham. You're not using your fists. You are not Batman, as it ends up. But it feels good. It looks good, and I don't know. It just feels really tight.
And the animations are good, I think. And then obviously the Nemesis system is really cool, and you can have a lot of awesome stories. The more you fuck up, the cooler stories you have to tell, which is always exciting. So either way, you're winning.
Yeah.
So
Do you have any good stories?
I had just a mangled fucker that just kept getting away, and he had basically he looked like the scarecrow. He had like a bag over his face because it had been burned and mutilated so many times.
Yeah. And have you hunted him down? Have you given him the treatment yet? Oh, did Jacob freeze? Am I frozen?
So
No, you're not.
No, I think he just doesn't know what to say to that particular comment.
All right, Jacob, did you cut? Yeah, I think you cut out for a second there.
what? Oh,
Continue
yeah,
with the
what
bagged
was it
face.
about? Oh yeah, I mean, I tried to kill him the first 2 times I tried to, because he was the first, random guy to kill me. So I was like, I'm just gonna go ruin this guy's life.
Mm-hmm.
And then he got away twice after I messed him up, and then the next 2 times he killed me in a row. So I let him
Bullshit.
be for a while because I was scared of him. He terrified me at that point. He got really strong. He was, I don't know what's the maximum level they can be.
War chief, I guess.
Oh, what's their power? They have power levels too, though, right?
Yeah, I don't know what the max
9,000.
power. Yeah, over 9,000 actually.
I don't know. He was about 8,000, I'd say. He was strong. He was a tough man. There was a lot of people behind him.
What 8,000? Excuse me. Never mind.
But yeah,
No, that's actually the right way to say it.
I know. I got you, Nabashin.
Wink.
All right. Like Nabashin, you've been playing some too. Have you got anything good going on in Shadow of Mordor for you?
I just got past the I just got into a new area actually. I just got past the part where it's revealed like the whole like, oh, I made the rings. Like, oh, okay, cool.
Mm.
So yeah. I'm just in a new area, so like, okay, that's when they change the scenery. So
All right. So I'm not in the new area yet. I don't know if I can play that game again though. We'll discuss that off whatever. But yeah, I'm curious. What is a new area? Does it look different? Is it different?
it's
It's more green.
lively and green. There's not as just dead Mordor
Okay.
looking. So
Do
it's
you
nice.
do you go between the areas like Assassin's Creed? You just click a point on the map, the loading screen, then you're in the new area.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. Any other bits to add about Shadow of Mordor?
And then Assassin's Creed, but I don't know if we want to dive into that yet.
I think it's
back
time.
one.
I think Assassin's Creed
Oh my god.
is upon us.
Oh my god.
Okay.
All right. Well, I think Evan should talk first about Assassin's Creed.
Evan, you picked up Assassin's Creed Unity this week,
Oh my god.
and you don't like it.
No, it's horrible.
Why is it horrible?
Well, compared to the last games that I've played, the load
Okay.
times are 2 minutes or longer. They're really long.
Okay.
Glitches everywhere, all the time.
I've seen this one glitch where the person's face disappears and they're just like a floating eyeballs and mouth.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one, but
I haven't seen that.
Glitches. I've seen that
I've
on-
fallen through the map once already.
Okay.
I've fallen through the world too.
And
The
it's
cutscenes clip a lot.
Yeah, they
There's a
do.
lot of glitchiness in the cutscenes.
Yeah.
that's disappointing. So like past like the clear lack of polish. What like does the mission structure feel better? Does it
No mission.
I think it does.
God.
There's no more eavesdropping. Fuck those eavesdropping and follow missions. I've only had to do one so far, and I'm just started the.
I like that part, but
sequence.
damn, it took forever just to start the game.
So you're playing a new character, Arno, correct?
Arno Dorian.
Yes.
Arno Dorian. So does it do the full Connor Ezio style of like building into?
Right, you start playing as
You start playing
spoilers,
as
I guess. You start playing
Templar.
as you play as a Templar for like a prologue thing.
Okay,
Which is-
well I mean they did that in 3, so that's not exactly new.
no,
but
but
it's like way before Arno's even born. So
Yeah.
it's like not like
Oh, okay.
it's not even
and
worth
you
it.
play as
Like,
Arno as like a little baby for not a baby but a kid. For
Okay.
like
Just-
one section.
Okay.
oh my god, just to get to the freaking Assassin's Creed Unity screen, it's like 20 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, like,
But that's Assassin's Creed 3 was way worse than that. I felt.
yeah. I thought Assassin's Creed because you did the whole Kenway mission, and then you're on the boat for fucking God knows how long. I felt like I spent 3 real days on that boat.
You played as Hatham for like the first 2 hours of Assassin's Creed 3.
Yeah, and then when you get to the United States, in Assassin's Creed, you see the Assassin's Creed 3 title card, and fucking finally that ends, and then you have another hour and a half of playing as Hatham. And then
But I like that. That was entertaining.
so like where does Unity falter that like it does?
It's not entertaining.
Thank you, Evan. Let's use like full sentences and paragraphs and editorial examples to describe that, please.
Do you feel like it makes you feel like you're playing Assassin's Creed 1 all over again, as far as like them reteaching you everything instead of just like, hey, I played this game before, so
I mean,
let's get to it?
They kind of reteach you some stuff, but it's because they change the buttons.
They move everything around.
Yes, it's freaking ridiculous. Like, I'm trying to do an eagle dive, and instead of like a forward
An X, which
forward
is
X and then the right trigger,
Yeah.
it's forward right trigger and circle.
okay.
Right, but that's because
Like-
they did the whole like downward free running thing,
Which
Yeah.
is stupid. Just keep it the way it was.
No,
That was
it's-
working.
Oh god.
All right.
Getting down from anywhere in Assassin's Creed was ugh.
Was frustrating. So like you can like parkour down things as well as up.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So I'm guessing going up, you're like holding the trigger and holding X, and then you climb up like you normally do,
Yes.
and then you hold the trigger and hold circle to climb down. Is that
Yes.
does that sound
That
right?
is-
Okay.
Yep.
You're not a fan, Evan. I get it. So I don't get it. Like what is like the real thing that's frustrating you with this game, other than this new parkour down stuff?
That's not really frustrating me. That's whatever. But I just don't feel like they could have done it a different way. Like when you're running or something, just do it that way. But
Mhm.
I think they should have mapped the buttons as close as they could have to previous games.
I think the reason they did that is so that you're clearly holding something when you want to go up a building or up a structure, and you're holding something when you want to go down, so that the game can distinguish it easier. But you know, if the system at its core was better, you'd probably be right, Evan. It would probably just feel better to begin with.
Too many crowds. That's another problem.
Yeah,
Too
that's-
many crowds.
That's for sure. Yeah, they made a huge deal about the whole now there can be like gigantic masses of people, but more often than not, they just get so much in the way. I'm cursing at my screen while I'm trying to get through the crowd.
Yeah.
And the running went back to the one before.
4.
No, the one not the last one, but the one before that.
3 Revelations.
Yeah, Revelations.
Okay.
Like all that whole bulky movement, all that like going where you don't want him to go,
Yeah.
which
Always been kind of a problem, I
frustrates
felt.
me.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to run through a crowd and then he jumps up on a lamp. I'm like, no.
Yeah, I mean that's happened to me a little bit in all the Assassin's Creed games. Less so in 4, for sure.
Yeah.
The how that is based off is what's in the map rather than the system itself.
Well, it's all about
Generally.
like the character is like when you're holding the trigger. Usually, it's supposed to just suction onto anything he can climb and grab, but it's also the button you hold to run.
Which
So
is
you-
stupid.
So you can't run independently of like doing this suction mode of just climbing up anything you get near. And when you're not doing that, the walking speed is just absurd.
Yeah.
And there's no fast walk, which is because I used to fast walk.
Yeah, I know that too. I love the fast walk, and I also love stealing from random people, which you can't do anymore.
Yeah, you could like hold X to fast walk and pickpocket, and you could go through a crowd and pickpocket.
But
them.
now you can only pickpocket certain people, which is really stupid.
Yeah, that's dumb.
I found a monk.
that was a big way to make some bucks in previous Assassin's Creed games.
It was. And
That's how I
then-
bought Rome.
Yeah, no kidding.
And then let's see what else. They have these stupid they use this.
All right, Evan, let's stop describing everything as stupid. Let's just describe it, and then we'll decide if it's stupid.
It's stupid.
All right, come on, keep it coming. Get
They
your
have
bit
this
out, and then
initiate,
Jacob gonna have his.
They have this initiate chest thing
Okay.
where you have to reach certain levels, but they don't tell you how to reach those levels. They're just like, here's a chest. Oh, you can't open it until level 9. Go to your profile. Like,
How do you get
thanks.
experience?
Yeah.
There's like an initiates option in the pause menu that you can start up and use somehow. I don't know. I haven't looked
And
into
they don't tell you that. They totally skip all over that.
So they tell you how to play the game again, but they don't tell you its interlining mechanics.
Correct.
Which is something that that 3 did. God knows 3 wouldn't tell you how to use half of the tools he gave you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
A
that's
little
true.
dark.
Yeah.
But it tells you the base core mechanics again.
Yeah.
It's
Like
Yeah,
how
which
to
you
play
already
the
know from playing all the other Assassin's Creed.
or by holding the buttons and being like, this does this, this does that.
Which is, Scott, just to give you a preview, that's how I've been learning the Binding of Isaac.
Yeah, I did the best way to learn.
Yeah, but anyway, back to Unity. I mean, so what do you think of the story so far? You play Arno. Is he good? Is he a good assassin?
As far as I've seen, yes.
Jacob.
Question
So
mark?
I was a big fan of Edward because he didn't give a fuck
yeah.
about the assassins. He just wanted money. And
Until the
assassins
end.
were the best. Yeah, until the end. But then for the most part, he just wanted the assassins were the best, like a means to an end for him to get rich and go home.
Yep.
And he had a personality. And Connor had nothing. And I would say that Arno's like kind of in the middle, somewhere.
Yeah.
Like he has there's inklings of a personality early on in the first couple sequences, and then as he becomes more of an assassin, and I just finished the 4th sequence. I'm not super far yet, but after those 4, like his personality is starting to just wither away into a guy who wants revenge. And
Yeah.
he's basically the Connor story. He wants revenge for the death of
His clan, his people,
his people, his parents, or whatever it is.
his mother, specifically.
And another bad thing that they have done.
Okay, let's just start off with bad thing.
Dude.
Let's start off with the bad things and go from bad to good. But another bad one is they merged all the different shops into one.
Okay, so you only go to one place to shop around. I mean, I don't mind that.
I don't
But
like
a lot of the shopping you can do in the pause menu, like all your weapons you want to buy, you can.
and I don't
buy
like
from
that
the pause
either.
menu.
Like I want to go to a physical shop and go shopping. I don't want to pause the game and go shopping.
I can see why they were trying to like streamline it, and make it easier. But yeah,
Break
like
the immersion.
yeah, it does break the immersion. It was like there were like in Brotherhood, obviously old example now. You could like build a weapon shop and like buy it, and
Yeah,
and
then
like that would be a
you get the
specific
revenue
weapon
from it.
shop, and you would get revenue from it, but you would also have like a relationship to it. And that's what would make going to it and other shops more like significant, I guess.
Yeah, and then what else? I just like, and then they don't do anything with like the different districts anymore. It's like, oh, you can have this one thing in each district, and that's it. It's like you can't liberate the districts. You can't do anything with the districts.
What do you mean you can have one thing in each district?
Like, there's like a, I forget what it's called. It's like a mansion thing, like the Assassin's Hideout hangout place.
yeah.
And you can have one of those in each district, and you can upgrade it. But that's it.
Okay.
There's no shops. There's no
I'm
like.
guessing those are like fast travel points as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So is this takes place in France, correct?
Correct.
Paris, yeah,
And
a
Paris,
little bit of
France.
Versailles.
Okay, so there are just Versailles is the only other place you can go.
So
Yeah.
as far as I know, but like each district does have its own feel, kind of. I mean, it's got its own little person. Like the place I was just in was very clearly like the poor district, like the beggars district of the city, and it was
Yeah,
everything was like a. Well, I mean, is that
It's
what you're
like-
talking about? Like you just can't like liberate like the
Yeah,
Templar
like
power from the other
like it
games.
on the map it says like, oh, this district's occupied. Yeah, so I don't care. Who
Yeah.
cares?
So
Like,
like you
if
can
I-
still
if I
go to
can't
that
do
district
anything-
and it doesn't change anything, or you
Yeah,
can't.
if I go into if it says occupied, I want to go into that district and unoccupy it from whoever.
But you
but
can't do
no.
that anymore.
You can't.
It's not like every like not GTA open world game where you can like gain territory.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
So your main problem seemed to be like they changed a lot of mechanics around. Does it feel like they're backpedaling off of previous games?
yes.
They like kind of like how Call of Duty has felt in the past. And it just doesn't seem polished?
Yeah, definitely. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I mean,
What about you,
was-
Jacob?
Okay, so I don't hate it as much as
Evan. Yes,
as
okay.
much as Evan.
Evan's
But,
disappointed with it.
Definitely will agree that it feels a little bit unpolished. Like, it was already delayed, what, 2 weeks? It was supposed to come out 2 weeks
Ooh,
ago.
2 weeks. I don't.
But,
All right, Evan, you
but I
had
mean-
your fucking moment. Calm
But
down.
I mean, it definitely probably could have been delayed a little longer because there's a lot more. Like, I never really noticed any, like clipping and cutscenes in 4, or I never fell through the world once. And there's a lot of times where I just kind of glitch through the walls and weird crap happens, and that never happened in really any other game. It happened to me quite a bit in Revelations, but that was the only other one that's really been an issue. But
I had some of those problems in 3, for sure.
One game a year is starting to break on them.
Maybe, yeah.
and
We called
I
it.
mean,
Scott, we get it.
That game looks real nice. If that's anything, I mean, if you care about that at all, that game looks fucking real good.
I do care.
But
Care a little
and yeah,
bit.
that's I mean,
I care.
for as much as you and we both complained about the crowds, it's crazy that it can look so good with, and there are a lot of people all
Oh,
the
yeah.
time, just
There are too
rioting in
many
the
people.
streets, and it does get in the way. But if you're standing on a building and they're not in your way, you're like, that looks cool down there. And then when you're down there, you're like, fuck, there's way too many people. This is just looks like they were just showing off to be like, how many people can we put in this one area? And then you can't even move. And if you try and go through the crowd, then the guards will see you just shoving through. And I don't know. I mean, whatever, I guess.
You are writing a review for the website,
Yeah.
so we will have a complete thoughts on that by next week, hopefully. You said you played some of the co-op mode, though.
I did. I tried one mission. That game, the co-op is really fun, but if you can't coordinate with because my partner I played with just a random person, I joined a game just to see what it was like so I could talk about it. And if you can't talk to them or coordinate, it's real hard. But it seems like if it was just 2-person one. It wasn't a full 4-player match, but we had to try and break into this prison and get this Templar guy with Templar information out, and it's hard to do when you're basically doing it by yourself. I mean, he was following me or I was following him, but without coordination, it's hard. But fun. I mean, I had a good time. Double, like, jumping on someone where he jumps on, like, the synchronized silent kills with people on, like, a catwalk or a rampart or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's fun. And then, I don't know, using the different weapons, and I like all that stuff, like the long weapons and the heavy weapons, and a lot of customization in that game.
Yeah, I got you. I mean, it seems like it has problems for sure, but
Right.
I'm curious to see what your final thoughts on it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I played it a lot on Tuesday, but other than that, I've only played like probably an hour and a half or 2 hours since then. So I don't.
And
It's hard to talk
I do
about
hope
this
it.
early on.
I do hope it grows on you, Evan. Maybe the co-op mode will redeem it a little bit for you. But you guys should try getting in on
Yeah, we
that
should
co-op.
try some co-op. I'd be down.
Yeah.
All
How's
right.
the frame rate been for you guys?
Like in the game,
been
hasn't-
okay.
It hasn't been terrible in the game, but yeah, I mean that's not the problem. The problem is just like more than once I've done the dive into the hay, which is really safe to begin with, and I'll just do like the animation, but I'll just end up standing outside the hay. I won't fall into the hay. I'll just be like do the dive, and I'll just be standing outside the hay bale, and I'm like, okay, I guess we're just gonna ignore that this just happened. That's happened a few times, so there's like little weird animation glitches like that. But that and falling through the world once have been my biggest
Well, Jacob,
game
you were
problems.
Have
saying
you?
earlier-
All right. Well, my next thing to ask you is jump off a really high building, grab a piece of cloth on the way down, and see if it slingshots you into space.
Does that happen?
That happens.
Really?
Yes.
grab the ball.
That doesn't make any sense that could happen.
The cloth physics screw up because you're going down on it a little too fast, and then it slingshots you up way too far.
See, that's the stuff that I don't want to find out. That's bad news.
It's hilarious.
Yeah. Did you see?
Like
in
falling
Unity
through
that
the
happens?
falling through the world, not fun.
No.
Getting thrown into space, then being fine on the way down, fun.
Yeah. Evan, what did you think about I mean, I guess there was a trailer about it, so it's not spoiling too much. The Rift stuff. You've done the first
Yeah,
Rift into the
that
future.
just stupid.
You don't like it at all? Nothing,
No.
Did nothing for you?
No, I'd rather come out of the Animus than do the Rift stuff.
So, what is the animus in this?
Nothing.
is-
You don't see it.
Oh.
Well, it's like you are, and they pretty much pick up that meta storyline in Rogue. So this
Oh.
one is like they're really just cutscenes. You're not controlling a character, and it's like the people are talking to you directly, like you are the person who's going
And-
into the.
Or you are the Animus. It's just.
It's in your brain now. It's like
And
the
it's
ITV from that episode of Futurama. iPhone, excuse me.
Yeah, pretty much. But it's
was
not
that
the. It's not the two characters from the present day either. It's not what are those guys' names? You know, the ones from that were with Desmond for the last.
Yeah,
few-
yeah.
Yeah, you
his
mean the
buddies.
ones you killed?
yeah.
They didn't.
Did
Did
they
they die?
die?
in
No,
Assassin's
they
Killed
Creed?
one of them.
No, they were both in. Black
No, no.
Flag.
You killed Lucy.
Yeah,
That was
Lucy.
like in Assassin's Creed 2, though.
Yeah.
That was forever ago. She dead. She was a
Or
Templar spy
that
anyway.
the
whatever.
British guy that has that hilarious humor.
Yeah,
quotes.
this dry British humor.
Yeah, and then the chick, they're not in it. It's like two new people. And they just
Fuck
talk.
this.
They just talk to you like every once in a while.
And they
And that's what-
they talk to you like, oh, we're your best friend. Like, no, you're not.
Maybe it'll come full circle.
Maybe it's Desmond.
Harold
I
says
don't know.
"what's up" in the comments below. By the way.
Hi, Harold.
But Jacob, you were saying something about how you like the new circle to go down.
Yeah.
I really miss being able to wall jump off the wall onto the ground. I don't like doing the whole circle thing.
You don't like to just run, be sprinting up to the edge and just hit circle and then just boom.
No, I'd rather
down
jump
on the
off,
street.
just free jump off.
Just fly across.
Yeah.
See, I always got killed doing that. So like being able to.
So did
just,
I,
you know,
but it was
slide
fun.
down real
It's
quick.
funner than just
Can't you still do that?
no. They don't let you do that.
See, I didn't know that, but I mean, my goal is not to die by breaking my legs in the game. If I'm gonna die, I want to get shot or stabbed.
Yeah. So, is the French Revolution storyline good? Is it pulling you in? Is it good? Does it?
I mean, I'm a fan of the French Revolution,
Yeah.
but there's no so far like Black Flag is at this point this far into Unity. Black Flag is still my favorite of.
High
the
five,
series.
Jacob.
Because are we doing that?
Or is this happening?
But one of the reasons I like Black Flag so much is the supporting characters were actually interesting.
I mean, Blackbeard is
Yeah.
pretty awesome.
You had Blackbeard and you had Typhoid Mary and Calico Jack and all those guys. They were all cool. And when bad things happened to like 99% of them, I was sad. And then this guy, in this one, there's one guy who you meet in prison who calls you piss pot every time and never your name. And he has a British accent, which makes no sense. Just like everyone else.
Oh,
in that
yeah,
game has
I
a
heard
British
that.
Yeah,
accent.
that too. Yeah, everybody has.
Everyone in that game has a British accent, which is weird.
What?
Yeah. Which pulls you out a bit. I mean,
What the
it's-
fuck?
Yeah, I know. And it's weird because these games are usually so like historically accurate with
Yeah, like
the
everybody in
architecture
Assassin's
and
Creed 2
everything.
spoke Italian. It was
Yeah.
great.
But this one, everyone's British, and no one says piss pot. I don't
No,
know if that's
like,
if that was a
It would
burn
make
back
sense
then.
if there was like one British guy, but everyone being British.
Almost everyone has British accent. Yeah.
French
and-
accents aren't that hard. Come on, guys.
Exactly. You can. I mean, people have them
Just get
naturally
a,
too.
just
You
get a
can just get a
French person to do it. Wee wee.
God
Not that
knows, just
hard.
get the cast from Heavy Rain to do this goddamn
No
video
kidding.
game.
Dartha!
I comment.
Origami Killer. All right. I mean, I'm curious to see how Evan. You said you're gonna stick with it because you want to get your money's worth.
Yes, but I'm not going to go back to it.
Wait, what?
Have you gone back to the other ones?
Yes, I have
So
multiple times.
you're gonna finish it and then close the book on it.
Yeah.
Has this burned you on Assassin's Creed? Are you possibly not gonna buy next year's Assassin's Creed?
Maybe you should get Rogue instead.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people.
I didn't even know about Rogue until yesterday.
All right, never mind. I watched a trailer for Rogue that made me want to buy Rogue. So
A lot of
I
a
might
lot of
try Rogue.
the reviews say that it's the more. I mean, they were pushing this one, but a lot of people say
it's the more
Rogue is
polished
better.
one, right?
Yeah, it's better. I mean, I don't know. I got so sick by the end of Black Flag, though. I was so sick of the ship combat. It got so tedious.
Yeah,
Upgrading the
that was.
Jackdaw.
I stopped before it got tedious for me.
Because it's almost required by the end of the game. You need to have some crazy upgrades on your ship to survive
Yeah.
the majority of the fights.
Yeah.
So that's nice. I'm kind of
I've-
glad that this
I-
game took a break from that.
For Black Flag, I had most of the upgrades, and then I went to do one of the legendary boats, like one of the ones in the easy sections,
Yeah.
and it killed me in 2 hits. I'm like, no,
no.
no.
No, what I loved about the series was what like Brotherhood added to Assassin's Creed. Because I loved 2, and I extremely, very much so loved Brotherhood. Because it
I just
added
love Ezio. You
I
know
do-
Ezio was
I
the
love
Ezio-
face of that show.
Ezio is the fucking best. He's by far the best assassin.
No,
Can they
it's
make
not
another
Edward.
Ezio? Can they ever make another Ezio?
I know you
He's
love
dead.
Edward, but Ezio is very dead. Yes. I don't know
Ezio's
if they can
super
make
dead.
another Ezio. Maybe if like they. In my mind, I want like the Japanese centric Assassin's Creed game that will probably happen at some point.
Onimusha.
All right, I don't need your sass. I want the Japanese centric Assassin's Creed game to have a character that is as good and developed as Ezio.
Right, well,
Agreed.
three games though. You get it nice. Maybe you think he was fully developed after just 2?
I thought like they could have left it at 2, and he was fine, but where they went in Brotherhood was great, and I thought they went too far in Revelations.
Yeah.
They stuck with him too much in Revelations. But I didn't
Then
finish
Soul
Revelations.
Calibur 5.
Yeah. And then he's in Soul Calibur 5, the best Ezio. Let's be real here. The most deep story. I thought I didn't finish Revelations, so like I didn't like have what was poor about Ezio beat into me.
That's a snoozer of a game. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, damn right. There's tower defense sections in that
Oh,
game where they don't
fuck
make
that.
any sense.
I know.
But like Brotherhood added the whole you have assassin buddies that you can call in. And like nothing is going to recreate that feeling for the first time again in the franchise, I don't think.
Right.
Because you just fucking click a button and the 2 dudes come down from the roof and kill some guys for you, and it's awesome.
Which is cool.
And like the whole just staying in one city and building in that one city, I think did that game a lot of favors. I wouldn't be opposed to them doing it again. Assassin's Creed games don't have to be bigger and bigger every time they come out.
Yeah, they also took out that whole thing in this new one. Having your assassin buddies come in and help you.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, it's done by player coordination, apparently.
That's bullshit. I'm done.
Didn't they do like something with the assassinations? Like after you kill like someone you're assassinating, they give like a whole story about like their background. Didn't they do that
Yeah,
in this game?
And yeah, you get like these weird, like full flashbacks that you would have no way of knowing. Like he doesn't, in every other game, like you kill him and then you go into this weird like area with no background and they have a little chat.
Yeah.
And
He
this
like
one,
gives him
you-
his last piece, basically. is
Yeah,
what it is.
in this one you kill them and you get like a flashback of just like what they were doing leading up to why you killed them,
Yeah.
and you don't see them interact at all or talk.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of dumb, but it's alright.
I like talking.
Yeah, I mean, I did like the little dialogue they would exchange because it was usually pretty brief, and it was insightful. But I think the fact that it took place during the Renaissance gave Ezio's story a lot of help too.
And from what there's no way to confirm this at this point, but from what I've heard is that a lot of people think that they're probably going to stick with Arno for a while, which could help or hurt his character. I mean, certainly more time with characters like Connor could have made their character suck way less
Yes.
than he did. But also, they could have just never fixed him, and then multiple games with Connor would have just been awful because he had no character.
Because they would have just been like, well, you got what you needed to know about him done the first game, so let's continue with that. Apparently, Connor shows up in Rogue.
Good.
Fuck
yeah.
Because his Achilles is one of the people you go up against. He was like the mentor of Irish guy.
And I heard his heel is really sensitive.
Yeah, it's very like you need to get ointment on that for
Right.
sure.
And I guess
Alright.
that rogue bleeds right into, like, leads straight into Unity from what I've heard. That
Yeah.
guy Evan, the guy in the prison that you break out, the piss pot guy, I guess he's in like the tail end of or he's when he talks about just leaving right before the 7 Years War started. That's like, and before this
Okay, I
guy
need to get
started
that
killing
game,
all the
'cause-
killed all the assassins. That's the character and
Yeah.
play as in rogue, but I don't know.
Yeah, I need to get that game then because I want to play it.
Yeah.
Sell Unity. Pick that one up instead.
I'm thinking like I might
Get a
get
PS3 again.
get a PS. You still
I already have a
PS.
PS3. I haven't sold it.
Okay, I thought you sold it.
I'm thinking like if there's a good Black Friday sale for Rogue, I might pick that up. And if I like that, maybe I'll play Unity.
I was talking to one of my friends last night about Rogue. I think he said that if I remember correctly, that they stopped putting it out on shelves and because they had gotten bad reviews.
Rogue got
Yeah.
Bro.
better
Rogue?
reviews than
Rogue.
Unity in most places I saw.
I doubt that that's true. Tell your friend
Stop lying.
that he's a troublemaker.
You can also unlock Yoshi in Super Mario Brothers 4.
There you go.
Alex, do you think that eventually, because I don't want to go back to a last gen system at all. Do you how long do you think, or if Ubisoft will put Rogue out for
With
PS4 or Xbox One?
with like it doing better critically, I think it's more likely, but
Yeah.
I would say like 6 months at least, probably this time next year or October next year.
It's coming out on PC later on, I think, by the beginning of next year, so I
Yeah.
see a little bit after that.
Yeah, maybe in 6 months, because like porting it from PC over to PS4 and Xbox One wouldn't be hard.
Because I'd much rather wait for a, quote, remastered, or however they're going to phrase it, addition to that for my PS4 than get it for PS3.
Yeah, and I'm sure Rogue is going to sell pretty well, and that way they could just get more sales from that. Especially if Unity undersells because of its critical reception, which I doubt, but because God knows people are still ravenous for next gen games. But I think that's enough about Assassin's Creed.
That's fair.
Jacob, did you play anything else?
Nope, that's about it.
Have you checked out any of the PlayStation Plus free games yet?
Like, not the recent ones. I know
Okay.
you've been playing Binding Isaac. Is that where should I try that?
I think you should try it. I don't know if it'll be your kind of game. I've put like 25 hours into that in the past weeks.
SteamWorld Dig, though.
SteamWorld Dig is great, though. You can blow through that in like 6 hours. It's just super fun. And you can play it on your Vita. So, all right, Evan. Since we're kind of piggybacking off of Assassin's Creed, you want to talk about Call of Duty?
Sure.
Is this a good game?
It's the same.
Okay. Do you like it?
It actually, I think it got just a little bit better than the last ones.
I mean,
Just a
obviously,
little bit.
Call of Duty is kind of like Advanced Warfare specifically has done very well critically.
Yeah.
And it's actually piqued my interest in it. I know Nabishin was like, "Yo, this Call of Duty looks hot this year. Maybe you should get on it." Obviously, maybe when I'm
You have to sound blacker, but sure.
yeah,
That's
I
what-
didn't sound. I'm sorry, my whiteness came through.
It's actually pretty good. It's a little confusing because they don't tell you how to use your grenades when you do the grenade test.
Okay, is it not the same as how it always is?
I mean, it is, but then you have these grenades that can actually switch, like what
Oh.
type of grenade you have.
Oh, okay.
So it's like you have like your EMP, which can turn into all your like electronic type grenades, like your flash, your stun, and all that. And then you have your frag grenade, which can turn into like a smart grenade, which will direct towards the target.
Okay. You know, like when I think of like me playing games like this, I'll notice stuff like that, like the little prompt didn't pop up to tell me that, and I'll be like, oh, I should talk about that on the show. But I always forget. I don't know how in God's name you remember all of these little things.
Because it pisses me off. Because it took me 20 minutes to figure it out.
Okay. Well, let's talk broad.
I had to fail a mission and redo it. to figure it out.
Let's talk in broad terms.
Um,
How does this compare to Ghosts, which you did get?
it's better than Ghosts.
Okay, most people would agree with you, judging by the sounds of it. Have you played
Kevin
any of the
Spacey's
multiplayer yet?
amazing. Huh?
Have you played any of the multiplayer yet?
Yes. Ew.
And
Ew.
you don't like fucking dashing around, jolting like it's fucking Unreal
I
Tournament?
mean, there's only like
Or
4.
Titanfall.
No, it's not like Titanfall. Stop saying
It's-
stuff like this.
There's only like 4 maps, and it gets really boring.
There's only 4 maps? I don't believe this.
It's not 4, but there's like
It doesn't feel like there's a lot of maps.
no, there's not a lot of maps at all.
How much multiplayer did you play, to be fair?
A couple hours.
Okay.
Like I've been through the map rotations.
Okay. I mean, I don't know.
The
I
maps
don't
are
know how many
really
maps.
small too. There's no like big maps in Ghosts or any of the other ones.
Okay.
Like bigger and not like Battlefield size, but
They feel condensed. I mean, that's always been Call of Duty's
yeah.
thing.
But Call of Duty has also had bigger maps where you can snipe and do stuff like that. But they have their sniper classes are just so useless in this game.
There are 14
Everyone
maps.
could double jump.
There are 14 maps. 13 maps. Excuse me. I don't know why this. And 1 bonus map if you pre-ordered it. Yeah, right. I mean, I'm curious. So, but like, do the mechanics? Does the power suits, the super future shit? Does that make it better, or does it at least change it enough where it's more interesting again?
It's more interesting, yes.
Okay, that's the biggest thing I think.
I'd like to
they're
see
going
the invisible suit last as long as it does in campaign, though.
Maybe there are perks for that. Have you played through the campaign? Finished?
Yes, I did. I'd always do the campaign first.
I know. I was just making sure. Have you? So, what did you think of that? Kevin Spacey,
was-
is he good?
Oh, yeah,
So
he's
that's
amazing.
really
I
the
love
most
Kevin
important
Spacey.
question.
Yeah,
How
I'm
is
sure
Spacey?
Kevin Spacey's amazing. You've watched House of Cards, you know.
Yes, Kevin Spacey is amazing,
Yeah, he's fucking so good.
but he's such a dick.
I love that. Of course, Kevin Spacey's a dick. I don't know if Kevin Spacey knows how to not be a dick.
I mean, like, just there's this one scene in the game, and he's just like bringing dick to the next level. It's like, damn. He basically takes over the world.
Of course,
So
because
it's
Kevin
just House of
spoilers.
Cards.
So it is. Yeah, it's House of Cards.
Yes.
Jacob, did you finish season 2 of House of Cards?
Oh yeah, like 2 days after it came out.
Okay, good. Man.
Good.
So good. It's so good.
Season 3.
Yeah, that's February next year. I cannot wait. Anyway, Kevin Spacey aside, so like, is it good? Like overall, better than Ghosts. You're on board. Are you gonna stick with this one?
No. I mean, I might go back and play the multiplayer like once or twice, but only because I'm bored of Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, well, then just give it to me. I'll play it. I'll borrow from
I
you.
might like it.
Alex and I, we can rip through some of Unity if you don't want to rip through any with me, Evan.
Yeah,
I'll do Unity with you, Jacob.
yeah. I'll do you.
I'll do you.
You might like this one.
Yeah, if you're open to it, I'd like to definitely borrow Call of Duty and give it a try.
Yeah. How's that Murdered Soul Suspect going, Alex?
I played like a little bit more of it. Yeah, I haven't actually got to talk about this with you, Jacob.
Yeah, I watched you play some of that at like 3 a.m. on the live stream. I got home from the bars and I was like, I'll see how the extra life's going.
And then you came and you're like, this is what I came here for. And you're like, talk to my drunk ass. I need company. Yeah, when it's like 4 a.m., it is very difficult for any of us to think about the chat or anything. I played a little bit more of Murdered Soul Suspect. Dude, that game is... I don't even know. Like, mediocrity is like a...
it is.
It is...
Because it's not bad. It's like, it's crazy how perfectly average that game
It is like
Yeah.
100% water on a pH scale. It is perfectly
See?
neutral. And it's not actively bad, and it is far from actively good. but like I don't have any strong feelings about it one way or the other, and I'm kind of terrified by the fact that it doesn't evoke anything in me.
I feel like a robot when I play that game.
Yeah.
And haven't you noticed you've been using some of the hidey holes more than others, and you don't even have to use some,
Yeah, like there are a bunch throughout the whole fucking map.
and you don't even use them.
And you only use 2 maybe.
Yeah.
You only have to sit in one, and then
Just go back and forth.
you go back and forth, and then you kill the demon or wherever the fuck, and that's it. Game over.
Yeah, it gets so cluttered. Like what? Like an hour into it's just like everything just like on the screen is just like it's just so cluttered on that game. It's so weird.
Yeah, but again, it's like it's nothing that's terribly offensive.
No.
Yeah, I kind of want to finish it. I do want to know like who the killer is. I haven't figured it out because I don't know.
You meant like 3 characters.
I know there's only 3 characters, and like I'm confident none of them did this. I got to the attic with the one girl. And that was it. That's where I got to. I turned.
I'm
into
the
an
actual
I'm
killer.
like a slightly ahead of that, but I think that's pretty much where I stopped.
Yeah, and
I mean, I beat the whole thing. And
how long is it? Like 6 hours, maybe?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I looked for almost every collectible.
Smidges are happening.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. Jacob just explodes.
What?
Sorry, you were hitting some slowdown. You looked for almost every collectible, and
And it took me like probably 7 hours to beat. So
yeah,
it's not a long
I got
game.
lost a little bit, so maybe it'll take me longer. All right, fuck.
Fuck that game.
Anything else, Evan? Call of Duty still good?
I wouldn't say good, but
God, you were so negative.
You said it was better than Ghost, and you said Ghost was
is.
fine.
did I?
Yeah.
Is that whoops? Did you not mean to say that?
You said Ghost wasn't as
It's
good as
perfectly
other
okay.
ones. Yeah. But like this one actually seems like good.
Yes.
Okay.
How's this year been for you, Evan?
Horrible.
Video games.
Yeah.
Horrible.
All right, we're talking about video games, Evan. We know how your personal life goes.
Okay, Alex.
I know. I'm just teasing. It's
Um,
not good. I mean, you got Thief in February, Game of the Year, right there.
What's Thief again?
Remember when you said you were gonna play that during Extra Life?
But I never did.
You even had people around. It's not like it would have scared the shit out of you with the fucking creepy moving statues.
I totally forgot about that game, honestly.
Yeah, well, so did the rest of everyone else on the internet. I don't even think game critics who reviewed that game remember playing that game.
Hey, look at this review. It's from Thief. What's
Wait,
Thief?
I wrote this? I don't know, like Evan, you played Thief this year, and Call of Duty, and Assassin's Creed Unity,
The Battlefield Hardline Beta.
the Battlefield Hardline Beta, Game of the Year right there.
Battlefield 4.
Battlefield 4, which doesn't count, and Assassin's Creed Unity, and Evan, get The Wolf Among Us. You'd like that.
Oh man,
That's out on PS4 now. That's great.
great game.
Greg was playing that, but I don't remember which one that was.
Greg was not playing that. Greg
thought he
never played
Greg.
that.
I thought you did play that one.
Nope.
Extra Life?
Nope. Greg played pretty much exclusively Devil May Cry at Extra Life.
There's
He
one
played
game you were
Metro.
playing that.
He played
Um,
Metro. Yes.
Yes, that was it.
Very good. That's nothing like The Wolf Among Us. The Wolf Among Us is made by Telltale, and it's an adventure game, and it's really good, and I genuinely think you would like it a lot.
I'm
really wanna play
surprised
that
that you're iffy on Metro.
Yeah, I would think you would like Metro too. It might be a little too dark for you, actually.
I looked down. I was like, no, I'm not gonna. I wouldn't like this.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that you can just tell from a look, Evan.
I was watching him
It's a
play.
gift.
I was watching him play.
I
gift.
shoot my bitches. I look at
I
them
don't like
Nope.
this. I saw a scary guardian monster. There was a rat that turned into a nuclear bomb.
Is that
I went to the house and it was like, ooh, icky. I don't want to go in there.
Continue, Evan. What do you remember what you played this year?
Not a lot.
No, not a lot. Your top five
I wrote
list
it down
is gonna be
somewhere.
all the games that you hate, and like a Battlefield DLC.
Yeah, Final Stand. I like Final Stand.
Final Stand comes out next week. They announced that
I can't wait.
today or yesterday.
Yeah, I can't wait. The 18th.
Yup.
4 days.
All right. That's
Hopefully
it.
I don't have to work
That's all
that.
you've played this week, Evan. That and Battlefield.
I actually haven't touched Battlefield since Call of Duty and Assassin's Creed came out.
Okay. All right. Shit.
I hope you're gonna be very entertained this game week.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
Evan's just gonna be like, "Can I just actually sit out this year's game? This will be the year." God knows. I don't even know if Tony will be there. I don't even know if he has opinions on video games that came out this year.
We'll talk about Destiny and Shadow Mordor.
Yeah,
Destiny, bull.
yeah. That's the game of the year, right, Jacob?
Yeah, no thanks.
All right. Scott, did you play any video games this week?
Yeah, of course I did.
What'd you play?
Well, surprisingly enough, people got me to play Dota for most of my game time this week.
Okay.
Other than that, I tried to play Don't Starve.
Yeah, the DLC, the
Family-
expansion came back.
Yeah, Family Share doesn't really work with that.
Okay.
You can play, but you can't have anything saved. It gets cleared.
Oh, garbage.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what the time period is, but played yesterday, the day before that, sometime between yesterday and today,
Mm-hmm.
data's gone. So I was
Yeah.
like, oh. I didn't even die yet. I was like, day 25. Still going strong.
Day 25. Not hungry at all, bitch.
Come back the next day, safe out gone.
Oh.
Mm.
That is a total bummer. You are good at that game now, so shouldn't take it away from you.
So, yeah, I decided I'm not going to play that game anymore.
Yeah.
No, I'm done.
Tomorrow you go back
Warcraft and Light, I still haven't taken down the flagship.
Yeah, fuck that. I got to the second form of that once, and I was like, fuck this game.
I get to like the third part every time.
You
And it's
got
like,
farther than I.
What you need is some kind of fucking, you need a hull breach weapon
Yeah.
to stop them from repairing the weapons for some kind of time so you can survive.
And like super good shields. Christ knows.
Evasion more important than shield.
Okay.
But it's like you early on you try to get your shields to level 2 so you can grind evasion early on. And then as you go on, you'll jump up to your 50% evasion later. And you buy Zoltans out the ass because everybody knows your entire reactor is not enough power for everything you need to fight the flagship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, true that. Just take away from oxygen, man. People don't need to
Because
breathe.
like if it, like an ideal setup would be comprised of the Vulcan, which has a 0.8 second charge up time with a max weapon guy.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll rip right through the shields.
Yeah.
And
I
then
think I had that
everything
one
else is
time.
like secondary.
Yeah. It is.
So you
it is-
need that, maybe a beam weapon, and then you're good, but you never get that.
Yeah, it is definitely like more difficult to beat FTL than most roguelikes that I've played.
And like, with that, you also have to juggle between your drones and your weapons because you do not have power for both if you're gonna have anything good. Yeah, there's a lot goes into trying to take down the flagship.
Yeah. It is. That is like a worthy challenge of that game, considering how hard it gets. For sure. What else? Yeah.
Let's see. There's that. Didn't really touch Fantasy Life all too much.
I didn't this week either, unfortunately.
There was something else. Not too much Binding of Isaac either. Did play some.
I'll get to that.
Like this weekend. It was the weekend decided that I'm gonna make Rebirth a game that I play with my brother. He kind of enjoys the game,
Cool.
and I don't really go downstairs all too much. So
Fuck the downstairs.
Exactly.
Um,
What was that game? There's two.
what?
Okay, I'll forget the game I forgot. I'll just go on to the next one. Tony got me into another iOS game that I'm probably not going to stick with. Yeah,
Okay.
it's called Monster Strike. You collect things just like Puzzles and Dragons, except for this time it is a. I want to say it's a push pin style game
Okay.
where you have the characters are represented as balls,
Okay.
something on a field, and then you just pull back on the screen, let go, and the ball bounces around. The more it hits, does damage.
Okay.
Simple.
Is this an iOS
little
game?
too simple. Yeah,
Okay.
little too simple
So it's boring.
so far. So yeah, the gameplay is a little boring.
Okay. There's always Disco Zoo.
I looked at that, and Disco Zoo is more boring than this game.
Jacob, you just don't understand. Neither do you, Scott.
Look, I listened to you play that fucking game.
My hippos dance.
Hippos dance. Yeah. You were playing Space Zoo when I was with you.
Well, I mean, I was getting animals that were on the moon, but it's not called Space Zoo.
Oh, sorry.
Funky Bus for days. I haven't actually played Funky Bus in forever. Should get back to that. I've been waiting for my iPhone
I
6.
can imagine that the best part about Funky Bus is the icon of the bus and the music that plays.
The music is the best part. Not even the icon. The music is the best part.
I have a feeling that the icon does a little something.
The icon's fun.
But that's about it.
That's it, Scott?
I'm talking about Funky Bus.
I know, but I'm asking, is that it?
That's all I can remember. Sorry.
Okay. Nabishin, what about you?
Pretty much the same stuff for me. More Shadow Mortar, which we already talked about. Yeah, the story doesn't grip me whatsoever. But like I said, it's just so super fun to play.
Dude,
so.
elves and Uruks, and they're not orcs, they're Uruks, but they're also orcs. It's complicated. Don't ask questions.
Hey man, the best character in that game just probably, I guess, maybe died. So I don't know.
Fuck.
I
That's
have
bummer.
to keep going.
Yeah, I gotta keep pressing forward, for sure.
But like other than that, yeah, more Bayonetta 2 because I got nothing else to fucking play, and it's a great game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm replaying that game again. Just going through the game, enjoying it, loving it because it's just that good. What else have I been playing? Oh yeah, I got the Mario Kart DLC.
How is this? Please, tell me.
Oh, that's good. It's what you would expect.
Ethan
Like,
wants it
you-
so bad. He's like, Alex, why haven't you bought it yet?
I really enjoyed it. Like it's super good. Like the Mute City level is like absolutely fantastic. Like the way you get coins in that level is to go to the side and do that little heal thing you do in F-Zero. So you have to go in that little so you have to go like off to the side and just go on the heal pad to get coins in it. On the Hyrule Warriors, on the Zelda stage, it's like there's rupees like freaking everywhere, and so it's really easy to get up to 10 rupees to get your max speed, and that level looks fantastic as well. That game's so good. It's still really good. Man, there's no more I can really say.
Yeah.
Like it looks good and it plays really good. I've been playing online. I played online with Harold a little bit. I think the only game this year I think I played an online match with. I don't.
You played with Scott
don't
and
even think
I.
really
That
did
was
it with-
fun.
Yeah, I don't even think I really did it with Smash. Yeah, I maybe did it once on Smash.
You,
and that
you
was
did the
probably
local
about it.
thing with me on Smash.
Yeah, but I'm in online with random people. Other than Mario Kart 8, I don't think I've done online this year at all.
Mario
so
Kart
that's
8 online is actually really fun, though, I'll say.
Yeah, I love it. It's fun. It's great. Don't have to tell anybody. I just keep saying I'm using tilt controls, and it's fun.
Yeah.
Which I'm not. It's a total lie. I don't use tilt controls.
But tell everyone that you do.
Yeah.
Can we take a quick break?
Yeah,
Sure.
been playing Binding of Isaac, and yeah, that's it. That's pretty much everything I've been playing.
Okay. Sorry, my brother's here to get my cat. So, we're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, I'm gonna talk about my video games, and then we are gonna talk about news. So we'll be back in just a little bit, guys.
Choo choo choo.
So Jacob, just keep recording. If you gotta get a drink, this is the time to do it. I'm gonna dance like this. I'm gonna go help my brother. I'll be back in a couple minutes. Okay.
Back in a second.
I'm gonna go check out my dog real quick.
I'll be back as well.
here.
I am back.
So am I. We're the only two, I believe.
Man, this break is long.
Huh? What are you guys talking about?
Normally, the break isn't this long. Like, normally when it's drink, come back, it's literally they grab a drink and they come right back.
Are you talking about Alex?
I'm talking about both people who are in here right now.
Alex said he's gonna go give his brother his cat back.
Okay, so yeah, that will take some time. I left before then. He's like, break time? Guess who has to go to the bathroom? That's what I did, then I came
Then
back.
I also think he said, I'm gonna grab a drink as well.
Did we not finish the segment?
I think we did.
No, I didn't go yet. I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry about that.
Yeah, I was like,
Alex playing games? What is this madness?
I know, shenanigans.
like the second you said break time, I was like, I'm down. I gotta go to the bathroom. But like, as I was like out going to the bathroom, I'm like, wait, did we
miss
finish
something?
that segment?
yeah, no, I apologize. We all here?
Yeah.
Okay, Gus is gone. I'm sad. New activity on my video, Jacob. Here. Jacob? Oh, okay. Sorry, you cut out for a second.
Ribbit.
Harold said, I wasn't sure Nobshin noticed me because he was up front and I was in the back. Hashtag reverse segregation. Alright, I'm good to go.
Two
I'm ready.
take one stink hero.
Alright. Sorry to cut you off right during the segment. Nobshin didn't mean to.
That's fine. I ain't got nothing to say about binding on my anyway.
Alright. And we are back. So, video game, you didn't want to add anything, Nobshin? Just to make sure.
No, let's play video games.
Okay.
I love Bayonetta 2. It's the best game this year. I wish more people would understand that. Alex.
Jesus Christ, man. Scott might play it at some point.
I might play what?
Bayonetta 2.
I am surprised that it's not in my house yet.
Me too. Will buys everything.
Fuck you, Will.
He went and he bought Hyrule Warriors, and I'm like, what the fuck?
And he didn't buy Bayonetta 2.
He likes Bayonetta, like, a lot.
There you go. Will understands, Nobshin. Except he hasn't
Apparently
bought
not
Bayonetta 2. Yeah. I played some video games just to wrap it up real quick before we...
Maybe he has it and he just didn't tell me because he doesn't think
God
I
damn
can.
it, Scott.
What, you think you matter?
Single to your fault. I'm the host. I tell you what to say.
I can't even finish that with a straight face.
I played some Shadow of the Mordor. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Shadow of Mordor, still good. Continues to be highly entertaining. I feel like
maybe we should share play that.
yeah, maybe
So
like that's it.
play that.
So you just like open a share play with me and then leave, and then just have that running so I can actually finish the game.
Yeah, like for an hour, and then like, I come back. Oh, it stopped. I have to turn it on again.
Yeah.
I can watch it play. Oh shit.
All right. I played some Wind Waker for Alex Plays Zelda. Continues to be good. I beat the Wind Temple. It's good. That's a good
I
video
need
game.
to.
Yeah, you should. Now I'm further than you. I have one of the Triforce shards. I have all of the items. I even got all the bottles on this run. That shows how much I care. Which is a lot. Too much.
You're doing the HD one, right?
Yeah, I am doing the HD one.
So you don't have to find all of the shards.
No, just have to do 3 charts and 5 shards. So,
Alex,
yeah, it's still a lot. What's up, Evan?
quick interruption.
Go for it.
Assassin's Creed Unity
Oh god.
Yeah?
trailers on Facebook aren't even living.
Well, maybe that's because your internet's terrible.
No.
No! That's not it. Shut up! So I did a really fucked up thing this week where I was listening to the Bombcast. I established this in the pre-show. If you want to watch that, youtube.com/rationalpassions. I listened to a lot of the Bombcast, 9 episodes to be exact, and
And you watched all the Terminator movies.
then I watched all the Terminator movies again. Which
And you said, 3 wasn't all that bad after all.
3. 3 isn't all that bad, but it is not better than 1. 1 is great. 1 might be my favorite.
Two's
2's
the best.
Oh, you
That's
Jeff
not-
Kurtzman.
I know. 2 is like really good. It's different. They're different. They're very different.
Right, because they're different movies.
I watched 2 first. Thanks, Jacob. Wow. Fucking movie buff Jacob Bryan over here telling me how it is. Whatever, just watch The Flash. The Flash is awesome. Go watch that show.
Is it better
Anyway.
than Terminator 3?
Yes, it's better than Terminator 3.
Terminator 3.
Doesn't take a lot. I don't know. That part where Arnold comes in Terminator 3 is pretty cool. But like
Off to the
that,
hand.
there's a new Terminator movie coming out, Genesis, and it's spelled wrong, and it has Matt Smith, who is Doctor Who, and my roommate's now interested in Terminator movies. I don't know. Whatever. I did a fucked up thing this week, which wasn't watching all the Terminator movies, but like when I'm listening to the Bombcast, I don't know why I didn't play Diablo, because it seems like an easy choice. Maybe because I still care about the Diablo lore while listening to the podcast, so I'm like stopping and starting. I'm dumb like that, but I went back and forth between playing Spelunky and The Binding of Isaac, Rebirth.
Which one did you play more?
I played much more of the Binding of Isaac because I've already played a lot of Spelunky. I probably played about 20 to 25 hours of the Binding of Isaac Rebirth.
So
Obviously,
it's safe to say that you are on board.
yeah, I'm on board. It clicked. I got it. I got over my frustrations with how that game starts. I unlocked Kane. I've been tweeting at Tony and Scott, giving them updates on my big thresholds.
Yeah. I got him.
I know. I figured you saw him. You're like, okay, good. But then, so I've beaten the game about 10 times now.
Nice.
Which is like I beat the game once initially, which is beating Mom, which the game ends, and then you can play 2 more chapters after that.
Did you beat Emma? Yama.
Yama? No, I haven't beaten Yama.
You haven't beaten your mom?
Yeah, I
If you're going through it as easily as I think you are at this point, because the Rebirth's RNG is a lot better than the original one.
yeah, probably.
So if you ever find a shovel, keep it.
Okay. Why? Because like if you go through
If
Euro 2,
you use the shovel, if you use the shovel in the womb after you beat that boss, instead of doing whatever else it tells you,
You'll
wherever
make
else
an
it tells you to
abortion.
go, you'll go straight down into Sheol, which is hell essentially.
yeah, Sheol, and then you can fight Satan.
hmm
Is Satan the Yama you were talking about?
Yep.
Okay.
Now he's not even close. Have you gotten into the chest yet?
I haven't done the chest yet, which I'm
The
working on.
the chest is special. You have to unlock the Polaroid.
Yeah, which you have to beat Sheol 5 times to do, right?
Something like that.
So, all right, I beat this game 10 times. Beat Mom. Beat the chest 8 times, and then I beat the cathedral once, which is one of like the bonus stages. There are like 3 bonus stages:
And it's
Sheol,
the
cathedral, and
shield
the chest.
yeah.
So then after that point, I was like, all right, I'm going to keep a wiki to my side. I've done a ton of experimentation. I unlocked 200 of like the 300 and some odd items by myself, and I kind of figured out what they did. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to keep a wiki. I'm going to do a little research. I'm going to start unraveling what I'm supposed to do with this game, right? So
Sure, Patrick Pathetic.
yeah, the truth. I really liked, and I still, for the most part, play the game. I'm just like, let me just grab this, find out what the fuck it does, which sometimes backfires. Don't do that. Or do that, but like
Do
learn
that
from your
until
mistakes.
yeah.
Um,
Don't automatically be like, that sounds like a good idea, and it's
Yeah.
totally not.
like
And then after it's not, I'm gonna do it again.
like anything that like I've gotten a charge attack twice, and I'm like, well, this run is ruined now. I'm done. Whatever. Game. I just quit.
The one that works is Brimstone.
Yeah. Yes.
That's it. Chocolate, you need a double. No, not even double. You need triple or quad shot, as
Yeah.
well as Polyphemus,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
which allows it to go through dead enemies.
See, I understood that sentence. So
That's
how I know I'm
parts that
in.
you didn't understand are item names.
yeah, like, but I knew what you were talking about. Like, I knew what each of those have done. I've gotten each of those now. And yeah, fuck charge shots. Fuck the dead cat.
Don't get the dead cat.
Dead cat is the worst item in the game. Holy water's not that bad. I got holy water. I see what Tony was talking about now. And
It's not like it's actively a debuff, but it's like they buffed it before it was the worst.
it just did that thing once.
It was double the size of your character,
Okay.
and that's how small it was, and it just went away.
Yeah. Now it's
Really
with you
quick.
forever. It's like a familiar.
No, it was always a familiar, but you had to get hit to use it,
Yeah.
so you couldn't really control it. But it was ridiculously small and went away really quick.
Yeah.
What they do now is it's like half the size of the room now, something like that. Yeah, that makes it a lot better.
Yeah. It's handy. But what I don't like about the Binding of Isaac, and we're gonna dive into it. I don't like that you have to beat the game 11 times before you fight the real final boss, and then beat that guy, and then you win.
You don't. Those are minimums.
Yeah.
Well, no, those are, I believe, those are maximums. There are ways to get around it.
Okay.
But it's done item by item based. It's RNG says you can do it this much, but the game says, all right, if you do it this many times, we're going to throw your bone here and here.
Okay.
So that you don't have to do it any more than this amount.
But like you have to beat like the cathedral 5 times, and then you get something, and then you beat Shield 5 times, and then you get something.
Yeah, and it's not so much you have to beat it 5 times. It's you have to unlock this, then unlock this, then unlock that. And the number of times you do it isn't so much important as what you're unlocking.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you know what the Ankh is, if you beat the
Yeah.
game after dying with the Ankh, it counts as you beating the game as that blue baby, which is his name. His name is actually question mark. And you will unlock things as him.
Yeah.
So there's stuff like that.
I read stuff like that too. I just think that it's a little like
It is a lot. It's redundant, but at the same time,
redundancy.
if doing that takes you an absurd amount of time or absurd amount of runs, you are not ready for what comes next.
Yeah. And
If you're blowing through it,
yeah.
then it shouldn't be too bad. But you to get these runs down and like get there on good standing, you have to know exactly what you're doing.
Yeah.
And so it's you will never go into that fight a leg down because you really didn't know something.
And I get that. And like the thing that redeems it from the redundancy is like how much there is in this game, which is a lot. There is just a lot. There's a lot of items. Usually on every run, I'll still see at least 2 items I've never seen before.
Like I am on board with you that it shouldn't be this much to go through it, but because of everything else that surrounds it, especially the special endings, it is reasonable, so you can overlook it.
Yeah, no, it's a thing like that is easily to It's easy to overlook. It is a little like I question why it was designed like that. But it's still fun to play through, and it's a fun game. I tried playing it on my Vita, and I think the right stick on my Vita is broken. So
Thank you, Spelunky.
Well, the left stick
Yeah,
is
I'm
fine.
joking.
Spelunky just broke it. It just like messed with the wiring because I bet on the Vita version the right stick is supposed to do anything, and it doesn't. So I can't play it on my Vita.
What, Isaac?
Yeah, Binding of Isaac.
You can't use the face part?
I tried and I do way worse.
Okay.
Yeah, it's some of the way it's still like an 8-gate type of movement.
Yeah.
But I notice a lot more when you're trying to use just your thumb rather than the WSAD keys.
Yeah.
It makes it slower to use the buttons rather than the joystick.
Yeah, my reaction time is just a little slower. And
Because
I need that.
hitting both the keys, transferring between the keys and hitting them right is or the buttons is a lot harder than it is to do on the keys.
Yeah, like when you're on a keyboard, you have like 4 fingers on each button or 3 fingers on the 4 keys, and you're fine. This is different. But regardless, even though I can't really play it on Vita, I don't know what to do about that Vita problem. Maybe I can find somewhere to get it fixed. I really like it. I'm on board. Don't love it as much as Spelunky. I'm sorry, Scott. But there was a moment where I was like, I got a dark level. I got like a Curse of the Blind level or whatever. I'm like, this random stuff that happens. I'm like, if I didn't like this and I liked Spelunky, Scott would be angry at me. It is good. It is a really good roguelike, and it's really well made. And it's just like, play that game, but don't spend longer than a minute thinking about what you're doing and what you're seeing, because it could give you nightmares.
Well, that's another thing. It's when you do spend time thinking about what exactly it is that you're doing,
And
that's
like
where
what the
the
monsters and
game
enemies are.
that's where the game gets interesting.
Yeah.
That's where it gets really, really interesting.
I'm talking about just like the religious aspect and everything to it. It's so fucked up. Like, if Fox News has problems with fucking Bioshock Infinite because of religion, then they should check out The Binding of Isaac, is all I'm saying. But that's pretty much all I played. I just played Binding of Isaac because it's a great
dude,
game.
I can't wait till you see Judas.
I'm super excited.
I don't know how I unlocked him.
I know how to unlock him.
Do
How
it.
was, how was fantasy life for you? Like, has it lived up to your expectations?
It has. I just there were tons of moments where I was like, I want to play some Fantasy Life because I can play that and listen to podcasts as well. But I just didn't want to play anything on a handheld. I've been super cozy. Again, I'm a predominantly console video game guy, but I put like 22 hours into Fantasy Life, and I really like it. I want to continue.
It's not like he's quit.
Yeah,
Are
no,
you in are you in your living room playing Isaac, or in your actual bedroom?
in my bedroom.
Okay, I was curious for a second. Okay.
So, I'll go back to Fantasy Life. Fantasy Life is like I'm reading a lot of the dialogue, so it's a little bit harder to play that and listen to podcasts. The reason I played mostly Isaac this week was because it's super easy to just play that game and listen to podcasts. There's no dialogue, nothing. You don't need to hear anything that matters in that game, except the menu music is really good.
I would disagree about zero sound,
Yeah,
but the sound like from it, what you like need from it is very minimal.
yeah. I do like fuck you. I do like that mom when you fight her. It like the imagery of like she is just so large, she's like exploding into this room because she's so fat and disgusting. That game knows how to evoke everything.
Sounds insane.
Yeah, you should check it out, Jacob.
The game is one of the most disgusting games I have ever had the pleasure to play.
Yeah, but it's also a really good twin stick shooter, so give it a shot. All right, let's talk about some news, guys.
All right.
News in gaming. Not too much happened this week. And I say that like with like maybe something happened. Like last Friday, the day after we recorded, Blizzard announced Overwatch at BlizzCon, which was last weekend, which is a hero-based first-person shooter with tons of style. And it had like this cinematic trailer that was very Pixar-like. I don't know if anyone else here watched it, but I liked it a lot.
Yeah, the gorilla with glasses on, so
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
on board.
Yeah, he was super awesome. I don't know. It looks they announced it with the cinematic trailer, then they immediately showed gameplay of it, and a bunch of people got to play it. And the gameplay trailer, which is out there, it's easily accessible, looks fucking awesome. Looks super, super fun. And I'm totally on board. So there you go. Any thoughts on Overwatch, Jacob? Did you check out Overwatch?
Do not care about Overwatch.
Okay. A lot of people are giving it the Team Fortress 2 comparison. It looks like, hey, let's take the concept of League of Legends or Dota and like where every character is unique.
And put it into a first-person shooter.
Yeah. Which I'm like, why hasn't anyone done that? But I guess Team Fortress 2 is kind of...
Overstrike.
All right. But it looks good. I'm on board. It looks fun. It looks like it has a lot of character. I like the style of it visually. Clearly, no one else here cares though, so we'll move on.
I didn't see the trailer, so
You should check it out, Scott. You might like
I'll
it.
check it out. I might have fun with this one.
Yeah.
Again, I've been looking for a first-person shooter that'll be like, yeah, hey, I can get into this for a long time, and I just haven't found it.
Yeah, in this, the kind of the MOBA-esque approach might loop you in, but we'll see.
Any thoughts about it being Titan? And it's like, nah, not Titan anymore. It just became that game.
It's hard to say when I didn't really know, like, because they were saying like Titan was canceled, but what Titan was conceptually became this. But like, it's hard to know when we never really knew what Titan was. Titan being Blizzard's canceled.
Was it MMO?
project. It was an MMO project, but we don't like know anything past that. We don't know if like it was supposed to be super stylized and have these characters in it. We didn't know if it was supposed to be action based or like MOBA like with these characters. We didn't know if everyone was supposed to play their own unique style. So like this just looks like Overwatch is what it is, and there's no real getting around that. Plus with like them saying so recently that Titan was canceled, I don't know. It's hard to say like what came over from Titan that became Overwatch. But, who knows. I just know Overwatch looks fun. I'm on board with it. Xbox One has nearly has 10 million units shipped worldwide. Which is good. Obviously, this isn't sold through like Sony has been gallivanting around. That's the word I'm going to choose for that. And Xbox One is $50 cheaper until January 3rd in the United States. So it's November 2nd until January 3rd. It's $350 for any Xbox One without the Kinect or Xbox One bundle, save for the Call of Duty one, which is still $450. Which is, that's going to push units, and apparently just word on the street is that the Xbox One is selling really well this month so far with Call of Duty and Halo.
So like triple the last 2 weeks, I think, they said.
Yeah. So a lot of people are speculating that Sony is going to not be the numbers that Xbox One is pushing this month, which could, it could mean that Xbox One is catching up. But like this number, just like this 10 million Xbox One consoles shipped worldwide, does say that, they're not terribly far behind.
I just looked it up. It said like Sony said they sold when they reached 10 million, it was around like August 22nd.
Yep.
I believe. So
they announced it at Gamescom.
Yeah, so they're not too far behind.
Yeah, which it's literally still anyone's game. Considering
Because if anything, I would say like Xbox will like at least get back America, if anywhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Xbox brands like Halo and Call of Duty they sell well in the United States. So I don't know. We'll see. I mean, Grand Theft Auto is next week as well. So that could be another one to push some Xbox Ones out the door.
I might get that game.
Are you gonna get it on PS4?
I might get that game.
Why?
Whoa. That's like an aggressive why.
He's the one that does this shit to me all the time. So I'm flipping the table. Why would you get that game?
I
Oh,
honestly don't have a good answer. I'm just thinking about it and I look at it and I was like, I wouldn't mind playing through that game again. I enjoyed that story.
There was a very brief moment where I watched the trailer and I'm like, this game looks really good. I'd buy this. And I'm like, no, I don't like anything about this game. I don't like how it plays. I don't like the characters. I like the driving. That's the one thing. But like, I'm not gonna play online. Yeah. So I immediately went back on that. So are you not picking up Grand Theft Auto, Jacob?
I don't know. I might as well. But
You people have problems, I'm telling you.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, Scott. Whatever, Scott. You and I can shit on it all through the Game of the Year podcast. Whatever. 2
Right, you
years
got
strong.
editing power.
Yeah.
You can insert that year-long joke we've been using.
You should listen to last week's podcast.
You actually did it.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, what? I can't remember.
I cut a sample of Scott saying nothing, and I
Oh.
had some fun with it. I have a video of it. I've been meaning to send it to you guys. I thought I'd put it up on Instagram and then send you guys the link. That'd be easier. Yeah, I had some fun last week. You'd be proud, Scott. It was just for like one instance, but it was still funny. Yeah, no, I've gotten you on the Dragon Age bandwagon, Jacob.
yes.
Fuck Grand Theft Auto.
Well, I'm not saying I wasn't into Dragon Age, dude. You're making it sound like you talked me into it. I played the other two. You just
I
talked
know,
me
I
into
know.
getting it sooner than I was planning.
Mm-hmm.
By
Gotta
sooner,
get on
I
that.
mean, I'm getting it on Tuesday.
Yep. I'm glad I've sold you through. Bloodborne got pushed back into late March. Sadness, tears as fire machines,
Where was that?
Fire
ambulance.
Oh, that's
Fire
Fire
engines.
trucks.
That sounds like North
my
Dakota.
place. Sounds like Nebraska fire engines, because it is.
Yep. Bloodborne was initially going to come out on February 5th. It was pushed to March 24th. Which,
That's not that bad.
yeah, I'm not losing any sleep over that. About a month and a half. Quote, while development continues unabated, we would like our team to deliver the best possible final experience. That's from Masaki Yamagiwa on the PlayStation blog. So, there you go. He said. He also said that there would be, quote, exciting Bloodborne news in early December. So,
Everybody gets into the alpha, beta.
alpha, beta. No, it's alphas or betas. Betas or demos. Evolves. Alpha. Fucking whatever.
Did they mention anything about invasions or multiplayer or something like that for that game?
They have not said anything about it yet.
Okay.
Hopefully, they have that fixed. Because
Yeah.
you know what the most annoying part about the Dark Souls versions?
Is
No
the-
backstab protection.
that and the fucking people who would make the game characters that would just have all of the things and they'd still be soul level 2.
Have
but they'd
all
kill
the
you.
things?
All of the things. Literally all of the things.
Yeah, that's also was heavily broken in that game, where you didn't really have a inventory cap limit.
Yeah,
So
like
long as you had the base stats to wield a certain item, you could wield it, and the game did not have the game's good weapons. You didn't have to be so high level to equip.
yeah, like an encumbrance system would not kill that game. It would be fine, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see. Like Bloodborne, there's potential there.
Yeah, it's like
We don't know how different that game is really because people haven't been able to dig deep into it. Either way, excitement is palpable. Well, on mine and Scott's end of the bandwagon.
yep.
You know what? I don't know what else is left for me other than maybe Persona 5.
Persona
I don't
5.
know
Yeah,
what's-
after in a Bayonetta 2 post-world,
I told you, like,
You're ready to
that's
quit
been
the podcast.
2 years of my life. That's been 2 years of my life. I have nothing else. I have Bleach and nothing else. That's all I have is
Naruto's
Bleach.
over. Naruto, and it was good, by the way. Everyone listening out there, I liked it. Anyway, you gave Naruto's over. It was that happened. Now you have Bleach, Detective Conan, which will never end. Lucky for you, you'll die, and that'll still be going.
That upsets me so much.
I know, but it's the truth.
Oh, dude, that's so sad. That's
yeah,
the truth.
yeah, that is the truth, right? That's fucking super bummer. And
They could either end it really badly, or it's just not gonna happen before he goes.
Yep.
Before any of us go.
My greatest fear is that I die, like right before the last 3 Harry Potter inevitable reboot movies come out. That is my fear,
Before Kingdom Hearts 3.
and before Kingdom Hearts 3, which will definitely happen. Go ahead, Evan.
I really want King.
Why do you want Kingdom Hearts?
Harry Potter to become a TV show. I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'd watch that. I'd watch that.
Yeah, it would probably be a good 2-season thing.
Yeah.
Or
Season?
Or do a 7-season thing. Each
make it-
season is a year. Do it on the BBC, so each season's like 6 episodes. That's how the BBC works. Don't laugh.
That's
And-
true, but
And
It's,
it would be pretty good.
I want
every season is like how many episodes?
6.
6.
6. Yeah. That would be good. Maybe the first season should be cut a little short because
Yeah, like do a 4-episode first season, and then an
And then,
8-episode final season. That's it.
Yep.
All right, we're doing this. We're running. I'm gonna pitch this to the British
BBC.
Broadcasting Corporation.
No, just pitch it. Just pitch it straight to. Oh man, this is bad. I forgot his name.
Chris Hardwick.
No.
I would.
I know, you idiot.
I love Chris Hardwick.
Oh
Wait.
man.
Jacob, do you
Don't.
not like Chris Hardwick?
Don't love Chris Hardwick.
Okay.
Shit.
You don't have to love Chris Hardwick, but do you dislike Chris Hardwick?
Evan Crest on the podcast. You now have to make something ridiculous out of it.
No, this is more important. Jacob and Maya's conversation needs to happen right now. What's going on, Jacob? Tell me your feelings.
What are you making it sound like there was some personal...
Do you, like, actively dislike Chris Hardwick? You're like, man, fuck Chris Hardwick and his fake nerdiness?
Chris Hardwick.
I don't...
Shut up, Nabashan, I'll get to
I
you.
don't do the... Well, I don't do the fake nerdiness thing. That's a dumb argument to have. I don't know. I would probably lean more towards he was more annoying than fun to watch.
Have you watched At Midnight?
I mean, here and there. That's okay, but like The Talking Dead, I wouldn't hang myself if I watched that.
Oh,
in
that
5
guy.
seconds.
Okay, yeah. All right. I would say give some of the better episodes of At Midnight a shot.
What's
Maybe
the best episode of At Midnight?
The 100th episode is really good.
Okay.
That is like that is one that is hilarious. The most recent Halloween episode, which is still on Hulu, is also very good. Which is the October 30th episode.
Right. So
Yeah,
I
he's
assume the Halloween episode would be around Halloween.
Yeah. But it's not all on Halloween. I just wanted to specify. He's the Nerdist, Nabashan, at Nerdist, on the tweets and the Instagrams, as he says. I love Chris Hardwick. I have a man crush on Chris Hardwick, and I'm not ashamed to admit it.
He's the
Speaking
guy
of,
from The Talking Dead? Or
yeah,
was-
he's on The Talking Dead, Talking Bad.
he's the host, right?
Yeah, After Who.
Okay.
Speaking of Telltale, Game of Thrones and Tales from the Borderlands are coming to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One.
Yeah.
You never got back to my message, by the way, Jacob.
What message?
Check your text messages. Yeah.
Yeah, Jacob, check.
Single tear falls down my face.
Do you like me YRN?
YRN?
Yes or no?
Oh, thank you. You know how this works. I'm also a little bit tipsy, so I'm basically incoherent right now. I like this, yeah. I mean, they also announced this week that Game of Thrones is going to be 6 episodes and will still premiere in 2014, which probably means December, like The Walking Dead last year. I'm surprised Tales from the Borderlands hasn't come out yet, the first episode, although they're asking people if they want review codes. I guess I can say that. So I'm guessing it is very, very close. Yeah, I'm really excited for Game of Thrones. Like, they announced that it takes place between the beginning of season 4 and the end of season 4 and the end of season 3, sorry, and the beginning of season 5. It takes place in that time period with one of the families like that was mentioned in the show. It takes place in the show universe. I like the show. I haven't read the books. I'm excited for it. So I'm very much anticipating Game of Thrones. We are bringing the spoiler cast back.
Woo.
Jared, Jacob, and I are going to spoil Game of Thrones. It's going to happen.
Is no one gonna?
There's a spoiler cast for that?
What?
There
Tales
will
of the
be.
Borderlands? Anudis might do that with you. I might see if I can get you two to do that. We'll see. But that is pretty much it for news, except Just Cause 3 was announced. Are you interested, Nabashan?
I like Just Cause 2.
Yeah, so apparently I didn't read the Game Informer article, but apparently there might be like some kind of free-to-play build of it. Harold was trying to tell me about it on Twitter, but it might be some kind of free-to-play. I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah, like that's pretty much what I said. And like, fuck it, sounds good. If it's still Just Cause, if you can still grapple stuff, if it's still fun, then I'm still down.
I don't play free-to-play games, but I don't know, whatever. I'll try anything once.
Yeah, especially if it's free.
That means it's that good.
Yeah, okay, that's what that means. Okay. See, thank you for telling me now, but now I know. Jacob, were you a big Just Cause fan?
I've never played a Just Cause game.
Neither
I've
have
seen
I.
people play them, but
Yeah.
and it looks like I could have fun doing crazy.
You
things
sound
and
so
then-
happy when you say this. It
I
looks
don't
like
know,
I could
might-
have fun.
Or I could fall asleep after 5 minutes of like I get it. I can grapple on garbage and moving stuff, and then is that all there is?
Yeah. Good question.
I don't know.
What is Just Cause?
Oh, there's
3?
more than that. It's kind of like it's kind of like playing Far Cry 3 for the first time, where you just like this random shit happening, but you're responsible for the random shit because like physics don't matter in that game. Like you have infinite parachutes and infinite grappling hooks, so like you can fall like you could like do a swan dive from like a top up blimp, and like before you reach the ground, you can just like do a grappling hook towards the ground, and you won't have any fall damage after that. It's just like shit doesn't make sense in that game, but it's still fun. You can like grapple any two things together. Like you can grapple a car to like a fire jet or something like that, and just like have them do like a little tug of war. Obviously, the fire jet's going to win, but it's fun. It's a fun game.
I wish that it didn't win, just so I could see how that happens. I wish the jet would lose to the car.
Fire truck.
Fire truck. There you go.
Fire truck. It's jet versus fire truck. I'm pretty sure the jet would lose to a car.
I hope.
You,
Cars are bigger.
I meant.
Sometimes.
I'm pretty sure the car would lose to the jet.
No. Jet doesn't have rocket fuel in it. Blows
Jets
up bigger.
go really fast.
Yeah. That's it for news. Obviously, not a huge news week, especially not news that particularly any of us are super into.
Valkyria Chronicles, the top selling game on Steam.
Goddamn right. My friend Chris texted me. He's like, "Yo, have you ever heard of this Valkyria Chronicles?" And I'm like, "I have been waiting my whole life for you to ask me that." 'Cause he plays PC games, and I'm like, "You need to buy this game right now." And he's playing it in the other room right now. So, I'm super excited. I'm like, it's like all the anime parts that you like without all the anime parts that you don't like.
Pretty much. They had like a
box
beach
score.
scene, but like that was barely even anything either.
Yeah. And it's great. And it tells a great story. God damn.
What was that pig's name?
Fuck! Yeah, you're right.
There's a pig?
It's like a pig with wings. It's super cute.
A Pegasus.
A Pegasus. I think they might actually call it a Pegasus.
I can't remember what it's called.
A Pegasus. Somebody write that down, titles.
Write it down for me.
Okay. Yeah, it's good. I'm thinking about buying that on PC for.
Do
Fuck it. I'd play that a game at 60 frames per second. It's so good.
If I had a PC that can actually do shit, then I would.
All right, we're gonna take another quick break, and then we're gonna come back. We got a couple of voicemails, and then we'll close this show out. So we will be back in just a little bit, guys.
Choo choo choo.
Last break, only a little bit left. Any
Uh.
peas?
Nope.
I got no liquid in my body that needs to be expelled.
Finish it.
All right, I'm gonna pull up the voicemail, obviously, before we get started.
All right, let's go.
All right, Evan. It doesn't just work like, oh, the voicemail's pulled up.
No,
Congratulations. I did it.
I wasn't meaning it that way. I was just like, let's go.
It's only 9 o'clock.
I know.
It's
only
8 o'clock for Jacob.
Whereas
The street lights are on. It's time for me to go to bed. That shouldn't have been that funny. Come on.
That shouldn't have been that funny.
It's
Right.
it's funny because my brother is the same way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he gets home 8 o'clock. How long does he last? Till the end of dinner. Upstairs, passed out.
God.
Sometimes not even on his bed, just
My
asleep.
Wi-Fi is giving me some trouble.
So is mine, Alex. Maybe the government's taking over our internet.
Oh, well, clearly you fucking nailed it down. You figured it out, Evan.
I try, Alex.
I feel like you're being sarcastic.
Alex, it's all that government, you know.
Yeah, it's all that government.
All the government's clogging my Wi-Fi.
Oh, gosh, all this government. Silver PR's got a surprise for you in this voicemail, too. For you guys. I already know because I listened to it. He told me to. I did it this time for once. Well, I did that one other time. I'm going to get gingerbread lattes after this is over. I'm excited.
I want Chipotle.
Are you? Well, I had Chipotle. Are you, Jacob? Are you a Starbucks fan?
I don't do coffee.
Oh, okay.
Neither do I, Jacob. Neither do I.
Whoa, the scorn.
Yeah.
in
You're
your
very
tone.
angry. Assassin's Creed has destroyed you completely.
Yeah, Evan, you're just a bitter person now.
It was the last game. It was the last pure one. You were the chosen one.
I have the higher ground, Assassin's
I
Creed.
loved you like a brother.
Alright, I'm good to go. And welcome back, guys. We have 2 voicemails. You can leave us a voicemail at 404-590-1337.
It's like Lee.
Because it is. Standard long distance fees do apply. Silver PR left us a voicemail, so let's dive right in.
What up, guys? Silver PR here. Wait a second. Do I sound better? It's just that I did some cleaning last weekend, and I found this Logitech mic from my PS3/Rock Band days, and yeah, I thought I was gonna throw it out. Didn't knew that it was what I found it, so yeah, and yeah, I'm gonna use it for the time being to record any stuff that I want. So yeah, guys, enough
Did you
about
send
that.
a
mic or
Let's go
bust?
through games. Shadow of Mordor. I planned in the sucker last Wednesday.
Still playing that.
And for a moment, brief moment, I felt this fulfillment of completing all the trophies, but at the same time, a little bit empty because I came to this question immediately of what now? What I'm gonna do? I mean, I just keep slashing and hacking captains and warships, but what else to do? I'm just gonna wait until they release more of the core DLC packages for the game, and then consider if I want to buy the season pass and extend the lifespan of this game on my shelf. But enough about that one. Also, The Binding of Isaac. I liked it, but I have to say that regardless of my little knowledge about the Bible, I have to say that the biblical references on the game are really fucked up and messed up, but still a fun game, and
You are on the
I'm
same
looking
page.
to play this
Yeah,
game
yeah,
over and
it's-
over and over. It's kind of quite
Yeah,
a
pause.
Yeah.
They're messed up in the way that they're brought about, but the references themselves are kind of accurate.
Yeah, and they're on point in a disturbing way.
Like they disturb it, but they're still on point. I want to
Yeah,
say.
it's clear that Edmund, who made the game originally, he's read the Bible. He knows what it says literally. So, it's good. It's good.
diff to me. It's like the new Spelunky. Let's say it that way. It's my
All right.
Spelunky. Alex, you got Spelunky. This is my Spelunky.
I have both,
And
actually.
I know you love the game, but god damn it, it's my Spelunky. Get off of my lawn.
Sorry, old
Just
man.
saying.
You can stay on
That's
this
a
one.
game
You're
bag.
good.
Yeah.
Let's go to the tangents. First one, BlizzCon. It's happening right now. I believe the first day is going to be ending by the time you guys
from last week.
recording this. And I have to say that the best thing that they announced, it's obviously the Overwatch
Finally, someone else
game,
excited.
IP, announcement, whatever. It's great that Blizzard, after a decade and a half plus of just doing Diablo and StarCraft and Warcraft stuff, they're finally
All the
doing some
crafts.
new IP. We know, I mean, Blizzard, it's Blizzard. They take their fucking time to do things, and if they don't like it, they cancel it, and maybe we don't know how many other projects they have canceled throughout the years, but at least this one looks like it's going green light, full steam ahead, and hopefully this thing comes to consoles because god damn it, I need
Yeah.
this is
Hopefully.
I mean,
gorgeous.
hey,
the trailers are trailers.
that
but
model's worked for them before.
Yeah.
And it's working for them right now.
Yeah, Diablo's
Don't put out
fucking
anything
awesome
that isn't
on consoles.
absolutely great.
Yeah.
You better work it.
Work it, girl. I'm sorry.
Blizzard, it's really good known for showcasing their CGI trailers. So I'm looking forward for whatever they have in store. I just hope they put in the PS4 and the Xbox One.
Actually, Navashin, did you watch the CG trailer for Overwatch?
I saw bits and pieces of
You,
it.
you should watch it. It's good.
Also,
Yeah,
I
it
mean, it's a
seemed good.
first person perspective shooter. They have to have a controller. I know they live from the PC audience.
Obviously,
but
it'll come to
goddamn it,
PC
this
much
must
before
come to consoles.
consoles, yeah.
Just saying.
But I can see it coming to consoles.
Also, N7 Day. Happy N7 Day to all of you that love Mass Effect, including you, Nabashin.
Thank you.
Most of all. I like the showcasing of the Tali Zora statue, but god damn it, $330? Like, fuck. Looks great, but so much money. But at the same time, like, I want
Nabashin would
it,
buy it.
but I don't have the money for it. But yeah, whoever has the money, have fun with that one. But, you know, concept art for the next Mass Effect, again, just like you did in E3, I'm like, God, guys, what the
It's not a video game.
Whatever.
Not yet.
I know E3 is ways down the road, so by the time you guys head to E3 2015, you must have something to show us, right?
Hopefully.
Right? Don't do this to me again. Don't do this to me again. Also, I was was hoping that maybe they announce a report of the Mass Effect trilogy to the PS4 and the Xbox One, but hey, maybe they'll announce it later.
Damn it.
I really want to play those games in a more powerful console.
Me too.
Just my opinion. But
I just want to play those games.
that's pretty much about me, guys. But before I go, I'm going to leave you with a question.
Okay.
The question will be, have you platinum or completed the achievements of a game and still return and play that game regardless of, already fulfilling all the achievements / trophies in it? And if you have done it, what was the most recent game? I mean, my answer will be simple. Shadow of Mordor. Even though I had that brief question of emptiness and what should I do now, there's still some score chasing mode that I, just go ahead and just kill. Since my character's already OP, I just go and hack and slash captains and war chiefs just for fun. So yeah.
Cool.
But what is your game, guys? That will be all from me, guys. Have a fun one. So OPR, signing out.
Thank you.
Sir.
Yeah. You got it, Nabashin. Never mind. I've been going back to Okami recently. I've got the platinum in that. But goddamn. And I'm days away from diving into the Sly Cooper games again, playing through all of them now with 4 in the mix as well. Because I never got I never 100%ed Sly Cooper 4. I still haven't seen that other ending, the true ending. So I'm a fucking...
It's like 5 seconds.
That's what you've told me, but I still need, me. Fuck, man, I need to know.
It's really not that much. Honestly,
it's not worth it, but I'm gonna play through all those games again anyway. So, because I love playing through the Sly games. I don't know why. Specifically, it's like those games, Zelda, Okami, which is basically a Zelda game, and
Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto. I'm itching to play through that again. What about you, Jacob? Is there a game that you've platinumed and you just want to go back to, or you have gone back to?
One game, and it was The Walking Dead.
Okay.
You can't not. I mean, I played through it more than once after I beat it, but that doesn't count at all. Mm-hmm. So, technically, no.
Monster.
What about a game that you've just beaten into the dust and you still would go back to?
I mean...
My ex-girlfriend. Oh.
All right.
Okay, come on now.
I don't know.
There's the eye roll.
I mean, I'd probably go say Mass Effect. I played Mass Effect like a shitload too, so I played it a lot. I just never platinumed it. It's lazy, I guess.
Understandable. There's some tough ones on Mass Effect. I'm fucking 2 achievements away from getting the S rank in Mass Effect 2, though. Ugh.
I'm two achievements away in Mass Effect 2 and 3 from having all of them, and I'm just too lazy.
I could play for you.
I'll play for you. Just pay me $5. I'll get the achievements. I'll just walk away. I won't ask questions. Also, you have to love Tally, and you're always Paragon.
those are two things that always happen already, so that's fine.
There you go.
Nice.
Friend of the show, right there.
You're a good man. You're a good man.
Heaven forbid someone feel anything for Liara. I should just walk out of this room right now.
Oh, she's the first loser, man. We went over this.
All right. Did you just say fuck you, Jacob?
Maybe, probably.
I like
Liara seems like the obvious choice, right?
Yeah, but I like
she's
her.
She's so put together. Everyone else is. Tali's just so broken. You can, she's so nice. Liara's just, I'm so badass, and the obvious choice.
Heaven forbid any of us be attracted to strong female characters.
Hey, no, that's not what I'm saying. She's just like the obvious, like, the leader, the badass.
I gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, there's always Miranda.
Miranda sucks.
Actually, she's the one with the dick, so you suck, Miranda.
I can't believe you ruined that character for you.
You destroyed that character for me, you fucking asshole. I like Miranda.
Like, oh, she was my choice from 2. I liked her, and then I just said the dick thing. You just like,
it wasn't like the dick thing. It was 6 straight months of Tony being like, well, she's got a dick. And then by the end of it, Mass Effect 3 comes out. I'm like, well, she's got a dick. Why am I saying this? Fucking subliminal advertising bullshit. I like Miranda. Whatever. It's not like I chose Jacob, Kanye West wannabe over there. Fucking Kim Kardashian getting her pregnant. Whatever. Didn't do that shit. Evan, do you have a game that you've platinumed or you've like beaten to the dust and you still go back to?
No, I still go back to all my games. I haven't platinumed anything.
Huh. Well, you didn't get to platinum in like the Sly games?
No.
Those are easy. Scott? Skit?
The closest game that I've come to platinuming, though, there was a Kingdom Hearts game. Platinums didn't exist.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Yeah.
That is the only game that I've went through and did pretty much everything on.
That's a really good one because like it's coming out in 2 weeks or whatever, and I'm gonna fucking play the shit out of that game.
I can't get that platinum though.
My goal.
Yeah, no, that is the only. Like, I've tried to get platinums on other games that I wish I could tell you that I got the platinum on it, and I still went back to it. And if you waved it in front of my face and said, "Give me that shit," but no, I haven't actually fully beaten the game like that.
I was tempted to go back to Arkham Knight, or not Arkham Knight, excuse me, Arkham Asylum the other day. I've got the platinum in that. It was Halloween. It was like the day after Halloween. I was feeling something in that vein. So, well, Batman, Darkness, Scarecrow. Because like I was thinking about the Scarecrow portions of the game.
If you count Melee.
Yeah, Melee counts. You played
okay,
a lot of
yeah,
Melee.
you beat absolutely everything in that. Did all the classic things on very hard, as well as all the adventure stuff on very hard. Every character, all the event stuff.
All the trophies.
Still played the single player afterwards.
Yeah.
Still played the single player stuff afterwards.
I didn't know Giga Bowser was in that game until like 2007. Like the Wii was out. But like, that just like my complete dive into the internet happened around then, so.
Yeah, I found him the hard way.
Yeah, Giga Bowser's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, man. Anyway. Nabashin, other than Mass Effect?
I was upset that he wasn't in
all your games, yeah.
We're done.
you're done, Scott.
Okay.
Alright. Fuck it. All your games. You and me are the weirdos out of the bunch. Like to play games. Fuck, man. Games are good. Video games. So we have a voicemail from our good friend Harold Price as well.
What up, peeps? This is H here.
I like peeps.
You're talking about Assassin's Creed Rogue. Just made me think of one thing. Just burst in my head. Rogue, Rogue, Rogue. You gotta move to the music.
I love you, Harold.
Seriously, guys. While you guys are going, I was playing the big release of this week that you guys probably haven't talked about. Yes, you guessed it. Picross E5. Oh yeah, the Mario Kart DLC is pretty cool. Questions. You know
Let's do
what?
the bacon one again.
Don't
Alex
have
loves
any
that question.
God damn it, man.
But what I do have is a $2 Xbox code courtesy of Harmonix.
Okay.
D8. Ah, shit. D2RQ MFV4Y PKFQK Y7THF 8PM48. Oh yes, with Smash Brothers
Go get
coming
it.
out
Download
next
it.
week.
Do that shit.
Are you guys more excited, or with the 3DS version having already whet your appetite, or are you more like, we just gotta Smash Brothers? Okay, H out.
Thanks, Harold. I appreciate the calling in.
Thanks, man.
He's been watching us live. He says he doesn't like Starbucks or coffee either. So there you go. He's been commenting pretty infrequently. Don't worry, I'm trying to stay up to date on it. I'm still excited for Smash Bros. I'm still gonna get it. Fuck it, man.
Yeah, obligation.
Pretty much. Smash Bros. Is one of my favorite franchises.
Mm-hmm.
Here's something to like kind of jump piggyback on Harold's question. What's going to be left in the ether from a game this year that you think is only left in the ether that you just won't get to this period? And it's like,
I
oh
have
well.
a lot.
Like I don't think I'm gonna do Dragon Age 4. I mean, or Dragon Age 3, whatever. Dragon Age.
You don't think you're ever gonna go back?
I don't think because like I need that. I need to do the first game, second game, and shit like that. And you know, I know I can do Dragon's Keep. I know I can just do the save file and switch it over, but I just can't do that. So I think this Dragon Age is gonna be something left in the win for me. And I'm borderline saying, like, it's weird to say this, but I'm borderline saying, like, Persona Q, honestly.
Really?
I don't think I'm a... Just the very fact that it's basically like the Persona anime. I mean, it's the same concept as the anime as far as, like, I'm not making my decisions. Like, it's already a pre-sold story. It's not the way... It's not like I'm going to be... It's not like I'm playing Persona again. It's going to be...
Hello?
Yeah.
Did the internet explode?
The internet ruined. Was that everyone, or was that just me?
I think that was me too, so I think it was everyone. Scott? Don't forget to change your mic settings back, Jacob. To people watching the video, I'm sorry. Obviously, Jacob, just keep your recording going and stuff.
Yeah.
Alright, I invited everyone back.
The internet died.
We're back in. That was fucking weird. Are you excited to go out and go get crazy drunk?
I mean, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I mean, yeah.
You sound so not excited.
It's not for a while still, though. I can't go out until
Oh,
March.
true. You're going out at 11, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm not going out with him. I can't wait until midnight. That's only 2 hours. That's not enough time.
Gotta get drunk. Evan, you good?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay. I posted the invitations again. Did you get it? I'm guessing. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm here because I didn't get it.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
I didn't have to do anything. I just stayed.
Oh, so you were the constant. I refreshed, and
I didn't know. I didn't touch anything. I got terrified. And I was like, this is where I ruin everything somehow.
yeah.
I'm going to
You're
try and
fine.
figure something out, and it's going to ruin it.
You've only made the show better. It's been fun having you on. You should come on again sometime.
Now that I get the initial terror of
Yeah.
getting the podcast out of my system, I would love to.
Well, we'll see when I see your audio file.
Hi.
Apparently, this talk of Persona Q just ruined everything. All right. Anyway, Nobishin, continue. Persona Q. You're not playing Persona again. The story's pre-decided.
Yeah, it's not. I know it's just not the same. I'd rather get Persona 5 than play Persona Q.
Understandable. Very understandable. But, yeah, I mean, again, my attachment is to those characters, spending time with them, and seeing, like, those two groups of characters interact more is something I'm really excited to see. So. Yeah, Yosuke is amazing, yes. I don't know, like, I've really enjoyed my time with Persona 4 Arena Ultimate. So. Although I need to finish.
I need to go back to that game, too.
I need to finish.
I really did enjoy the first one.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's tons of games every year.
Yeah, obviously.
For Evan, it's
I'm not
everything.
going to get Far Cry 4, right, Alex?
No, I'm not. Which sucks.
Were you interested in getting it?
There was a point where I was interested in it, but, like, at the end of the day, I feel like I got my Far Cry experience with Far Cry 3, which I really loved.
Mm-hmm.
So
And, like-
exactly my thing with Oblivion and Skyrim.
Yeah, kind of, actually. And, like, I'm gonna hit up Greg or you, maybe, and be like, hey, you want to send me one of those 2-hour codes or whatever, and I'll play for an hour or so with you and just dick around and see how it is, and then if I like it, maybe I'll check it out. If not, maybe not.
Mm-hmm.
So there is still potential for me to jump onto that. But yeah, like for me, like the big ones this year is just like everything that's come out this month. Thanks for reminding me of that, Nabishin. Like Pokemon comes out next week or the week after it, which I really like Pokemon. I was less interested in this one, but after having just beaten X,
Skip.
I know. I'm not gonna get it, but it looks fun. New Mega Evolutions. X is really good, and I just beat that, so it's still kind of like fresh in my mind. I'm missing Assassin's Creed Unity, which
You just beat that?
I beat that last month.
Not missing much.
I understand that Assassin's Creed Unity has a lot of faults, clearly, but I watched the Assassin's Creed in 5 minutes on IGN, and I was like, man, I kind of appreciate this commitment to this absolute absurdity.
I love that.
Yeah, that story is so much bullshit.
It's great, though. It's
I love
great.
it.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, Jacob.
It's so dumb, but it's
No, I mean, when I say bullshit, I mean bullshit in like the opposite type of way.
Yeah, the good kind of way. I got you.
Yeah.
Like Kingdom Hearts is so much bullshit, but I love it.
Yeah.
The Animus is such a cool
Idea. Yeah. And I hope that shit comes real someday.
Yeah,
Genetic
I
memory.
know.
That's not real, but fuck it.
it's real. Shut up.
It's real, man. I have to believe. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare apparently is really good. I want to play it a lot. Maybe I can borrow it from Evan at some point. Maybe not.
Of course you can.
I love you, Evan.
Do we need to take another break for you two real quick?
Yeah, pretty much to get a room. There was something last month, like Evil Within. I kind of passed on, and I wanted to play that.
Destiny,
Yeah.
did you ever want to go back to that? Like, it was like $30 maybe, or 20
See, the thing is, if I can find a Black Friday deal for a PS3 copy of Destiny, I could just fucking get the PS4 copy of that for free until January. So, I thought about it.
You really strained your voice when you said that.
I know. The thing is,
You wouldn't get into it.
exactly. I would play Destiny. I would finish the story content.
This is a Division. The one that we were originally excited for. Not
Yeah.
Destiny 1.
Like, I've always been pretty down on Destiny. I bet I would enjoy playing it, but, my money would be better spent getting the Halo Master Chief Collection, which looks amazing.
Or Tom Clancy's Division.
Well, that's next
that.
year. That's in the ether that is next year with every other video game ever. So,
What about you, Jacob? Anything you're passing up on?
I've never really gotten into the Far Cry stuff, so I'll pass on that again. Even though I think it looks cool, I didn't play 3. I won't play 4 probably.
yeah.
And then Call of Duty, which I'm not even that big of a Call of Duty fan to begin with. I love Spacey though, but I'll still probably pass on that or borrow my brother's copy for his Xbox One.
Yeah.
But those are really
So let me ask this then. Like, what are you looking for this Black Friday? Like, if it's something like $20, what would you get? Like, I'm looking to get Wolfenstein. I'm like, for some reason, I've been itching to play that game.
It's good.
Yeah, I've heard it looks good. Has a decent single player, so that's all I want out of this. So
Yeah, I mean, if anything, this Black Friday, I buy my own copy of Shadow of Mordor. The game is good enough for me to want to support the developer and kind of get out there and get my hands on it and play through it.
get your own trophies.
Get my own goddamn. I got you a trophy now, option. That's all I know. I got you the One Ring trophy.
it's a great trophy.
Yeah, there you go. It's a hot trophy. That's some hot picks right there. But yeah, no, I'm really excited for just like the idea of maybe actually being able to pick some stuff that I missed up on this Black Friday.
Alien Isolation, maybe.
No, I played that with Justin the night before Extra Life. We stayed up
Oh,
and played that. And that shit is fucking scary. And I was like playing Fantasy Life, like trying to cover my whole face with the DS screen. And then he got murdered by the alien, and we both screamed. And Damien was sleeping in the love sack, and he woke up, and he's like, "You two need to go to bed now." And I'm like, "I'm done with Alien." But I really like the appreciation of the '90s Alien style in that game. But I don't want to play 16 hours of a
80s.
horror game. That sounds terrible.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
Fucking way too long.
Yeah. Like, if it's, like, trying to scare me, like, actually scare me the whole time through that, which it sounds like most of it is, then fuck that.
An
No.
anxiety attack for 16 hours. That doesn't sound fun at all.
Yeah, I would have to play it in short sessions, and it would take me a billion years to finish. I'm terrified of getting Silent Hills, but I really want to play that game, and I'm going to play it with my friends, and
That game's gonna ruin me.
yeah, I'm never going to
What was
sleep
that?
again.
What was that PT thing again?
That PT is Silent Hills.
Okay.
So, I'm never going to sleep after that. 5 nights this week. Fuck that shit. Well, a screenshot
Why did
of
they
that
do
game.
a second? Why did they do a second one?
I don't know.
But they're
To make you
stupid.
scared and they like money. I don't know.
The game felt complete. They could have done something a little bit
Well,
Kinda like what they
Scott,
moved it.
if people stopped when they thought the game felt complete, then we would have a lot less Call of Duty and Assassin's Creed.
It's true.
I don't know. As far as the Smash Brothers question, to answer Harold, I've been on board to buy both. I'm looking forward to play with my roommate, and he's like actually super pumped about it. He loves Smash Brothers, so yeah, I'm gonna preload it on Wednesday. So I'm excited.
Hope you have space.
I do.
Pretty much the same with me. Like Mark and Katie love Smash Brothers, but they don't have 3D. Well, Katie has a 3DS, but they're not going to play on that. And they went on a TV screen, so I'll buy it for them more or less, so we can all play together. So that's pretty much the only reason I'm buying.
Do I think I'll play the 3DS version after I get the Wii U version? Maybe not, but the two can coexist, and I think there are two markets for both of them. There's a news story.
Honestly, I probably won't really even touch that game again.
Yeah. There's a news story this week that the Smash Brothers for Wii U pre-orders have outdone the Mario Kart 8 pre-orders. So there's hope for that system yet. We had a discussion saying like if it sells better than Mario Kart 8, then maybe it could do some good work, but we'll see.
They admitted you can make it on NPD, so yeah.
Harold says PT is shit, so there's his opinion. But that's it. That's all I got. Let's close this show out. You can contact us in 2 ways.
Didn't Justin have something?
Justin, no. I don't have any emails from Justin.
I thought you did something for Justin for us or something.
Justin
Never
did
mind,
something
whatever.
for Monthly Passions.
I could have sworn you said like in the break or something like Justin had something for us. So never mind. Whatever.
No.
If I heard it wrong.
Anyway, you can contact us in 2 ways. Mailsack@irrationalpassions.com is the email address. It's mailsack@irrationalpassions.com. And again, the voicemail line is 404-590-1337.
It's like Lee.
Because it is. Standard long distance fees do apply. You can follow
Alex
each of
is
us.
so happy that happened.
I am so happy. I knew you would notice, Scott. You can follow each of us on Twitter. I am at @OwlFighter27. Evan is at StickerGlue.
Hey, that's me.
And Scott is at WhatTechuz. Nabishin is at NABESHIN186. That's Nabishin186. And our lovely guest, Jacob, is at JacobB41. All one word. Follow Jacob for all of his tweets constantly.
Look, do I need to tweet more? Is that a thing?
I don't know.
No one wants to hear what I have to say.
I do.
I want to hear what you have to say.
I want to hear what I have to say.
Evan wants to hear what you have to say unless it's being nice to Assassin's Creed. Then he doesn't want to.
That's not true.
Some other stuff. Rate and review us on iTunes and Stitcher. Please rate us on Stitcher if you download us from there because it would help us out a lot. Follow the site and the show on Twitter @IrrationalPod. That's all one word. Go to VGEvo.com. Check out the podcast network there that we are a part of and the forums there. Go to our YouTube page and watch Alex play Zelda. That's Irrational Passions on YouTube. YouTube.com/Irrational Passions to take you right to it. And tell your friends because word of mouth is the best way to spread the love. And the website is IrrationalPassions.com once more. Jacob's Assassin's Creed Unity review will be up there soon. So,
Yes.
there you go. That's it. That's the show. Thank you, Jacob, for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
I hope you had a good
Pleasure.
time.
Excellent time, as always.
Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Evan. Thank you, Nabishin, of course,
No
for
problem.
keeping it strong here with me in the thick of it. We are in the thick of video games. And thank you all so much for listening. The big thank you goes to Danny Wiesner, obviously, for our opening music of 2-player co-op and our closing music of The World Is Saved. And yeah, that's it. I've been your host, Alex O'Neill. Play your games, stay rational. We will talk to you guys next week. So, Jacob, you want to keep recording until I tell you not to.
Okay.
Never change, Evan. Now, you want to read some titles for me? So, Jacob, we read the titles, then we pick one, then we do a little thing that I cut and put at the beginning of the show.
We're correct. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure a refresher since you're not on the show every week.
Evan just went like all doodle bob for like a second, so
Yeah, for real.
Got me for a second. I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
Where's the leak, Finland!
Little.
Jacob, these are SpongeBob SquarePants references.
Oh, I picked up on it.
Okay, I don't know if like you were gonna be like, I'm too old for these.
Okay, dear God. I'm 10 years older than you.
There's only 2 types of people: people who watch Animaniacs and people who don't watch Animaniacs.
There you go. Summa cum walrus. Hey, that's you. Kevin Spacey is amazing, but he's such a dick. You haven't beaten your mom. All of the things, Pegasus, all this government in my Wi-Fi, and you better work it, girl. And I think girl there should be spelled URL.
Girl.
Gorilla. And Harold commented, he said a title suggestion. He said, and I can't find it. Well, episode
Persona 5,
203,
that's what he
it's
said.
all that government. So I'll write that down.
Oh man, I just looked it up. Now I forgot it.
What? What did you forget?
There's something.
Use your words.
It's all about that Gormagon, Alex.
Gormagon? What did you call
Gormagon.
me?
It's all about that Gormagon. He's all up in our Wi-Fi's.
Okay.
You don't remember that from season 3?
No.
Bones.
No. Oh, Gormagon. Oh.
The face eater.
That sounds like someone who has watched Bones.
Don't like bones.
I vote for Summa Cum Walrus because it's hilarious. Not just because it has the word cum in it. Summa Cum Walrus, if you prefer.
I'm okay with anything. I like
Alright, no, that doesn't fly here,
Okay,
Jacob.
alright.
That doesn't apply. Nope. Doesn't work.
I like Sumakum Walrus. I like Pegasus.
Pegasus is awesome.
You had to pick one.
I
No,
pick one.
don't. He's fine
Look
with
at you
two.
backing me into a corner. You don't want to see me when I'm like a stray cat.
Goes full on Big Bad Wolf.
I think I'm gonna pick this person.
Pegasus. Skitty.
None of these titles are jumping out at me.
Nope.
Really? Summa Cum Walrus isn't jumping out at you?
Nope.
Salesman.
That's arfing at me, not jumping out at me.
Well, you gotta pick
But
one.
walruses jump out of water.
I'm gonna do Kevin
Go
Spacey.
on.
He's amazing, but he's such a dick.
Okay. That sounds
I'm
like
pretty sure Sumakum Walrus wins.
No, what did you
Sumakum
say,
walrus.
Evan?
Yeah, Sumakum walrus.
Okay. Yeah.
That'll
That
win.
sounds like it is.
Seems like we're at an impasse.
No, I'm pretty sure it's a definitive Sumakum Walrus win.
It's 2 for
Whatever.
one for
Okay.
Spacey and I think 3 for Suma.
The pig's name is Hans, by the way. Hans.
That's what it is. That's
Hans
right.
Gruber?
Oh, Hans!
Guy name, motherfucker.
So, who wants to say the title?
Like title card or Sumakum Walrus?
Summa Cum Walrus. Jacob's gonna say the title card. Don't worry, I'll
I'm
tell
not
you how
doing
to do
that.
that.
I'm not doing the second part, man.
All right, Evan, it's up to you, man.
Oh.
Summa Cum Walrus. You can say it. All right, so Jacob,
What am I doing?
I just need you to say this is Irrational Passions podcast episode 203.
Okay. This is Irrational Passions Podcast, episode 203.
Sumakum walrus.
It's perfect by itself. All right, that's it. Are we gonna do core talk or no?
I mean, you did miss a good episode, and I
Yeah.
wouldn't feel right not doing a good. Like, if you would have missed last week's episode, you'd be like, "Fuck it."
Do you agree with that, Namashin?
I liked last week's episode, but sure, I could wait another week.
Okay, then that's it. Stop recording, guys.
Well,
Alright, stop recording. I don't do Portal.
last week's episode was pretty much a fight, and
Yeah,
like,
it was a fight, but so many good Barrack moments.
Ah, there we go. Yeah. To everyone watching the video, thank you for watching. Love you
oh
guys.
yeah, that's right. Boobies is the thing.